me, by the way.
Welcome.
All right, here we go. What is going on, y'all? This is episode 30 of The Corner. This is Interracial. Yes, 30, big 3-0, which we will be this year.
Big 30, old ass niggas. Big old ass nigga. Big 30, you feel me? 29 over here. I'm turning 29. This nigga about to be what? 32, 31, 31.
Wow.
This nigga about to be at 31. This nigga about to be 30. This nigga about to be 30. Guess what I'm turning, baby? 29. Ain't no 3 this year. Goddamn.
Similac.
Oh, you know what? Damn, I'm gonna have to get y'all about that in a minute.
Okay.
No. I'll send y'all. I'll send y'all later. I'll send y'all
dick
later.
or something?
See, okay, here we go. Yeah, fuck it. We here. We going in.
There it is.
We're going in. This is the season finale, so fuck it. Why not?
Hey,
All right. So this is episode 30. This is Interracial Interactions Part 2. So, I felt like we had a good segment when we opened up the season with that topic, and we decided we was going to expand on it tonight. And I think we're going to spit some stuff out. We had a good little powwow beforehand, so I think we're ready for it.
Yeah.
Before we start out, I got a little story. So, one of my coworkers, he was talking to this other coworker. She was like a quality person or something like that. And she's cool people, whatever. And he was just like, "Hey, have you ever dated black people, black guys before?" She's like, "No, I haven't." He like, "You got a problem dating black guys?" She's like, "No, I don't." And she was just like, "Yeah, but my dad just doesn't like it." I was like, "Oh, wow."
It be like that.
And I was like, but just that pure fact, like, you a whole grown ass woman now, and still to this day, you probably just not gonna date a black man just because your father doesn't approve.
I mean, that's how it is on the other side of the fence too.
And slick.
For black
people.
Slick.
I mean, I haven't had that issue, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The mic's on, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Slick, because I'm not going to lie, growing up, not going to say who in my family, but there were a bunch of people in my family telling me to stay away from white girls.
I'm pretty sure we know who.
But the only reason that I was told to stay away from white girls, because you know that little, the little saying, you know what I'm saying,
Damn, bro.
Delete that footage.
Something went in the wrong pipe.
Okay.
Alright,
It was spray.
oh, good.
Okay.
But the little saying, like, I was always told, like, you fuck around and you have sex with a white girl, you know what I'm saying, they can fuck around and turn on you, like, rape. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, he raped me, and we black, what the hell we gonna do? Like, we can't say shit in court that's gonna make anybody believe what the hell we gotta say. They're like, oh, no, you a dirty nigga, you tried to fuck around and rape this white girl. Like, come on, bro, straight jail time, dog. Like, that was drilled in my head. So I was always scared to date white women, no matter if I was attracted to them or not, no matter if they was attracted to me. I used to work with a white girl who I was attracted to, and I knew she was attracted to me, but I was so scared to even talk to her. I was just like, not gonna happen. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do it. It was 2 of them, actually. One of them used to call me her little black African husband. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Alright.
you know what I'm saying? Her black African husband, you so cute, man.
Maybe I might need to shut up.
But, and that's just what I grew up with. Like, a lot of people telling me, man, you stay away from white girls, you know what I'm saying? I'm not racist by any means. I love white people, but that's just how I grew up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man, on my end or whatever, I didn't experience that as a child. It's just I saw it. So it wasn't necessarily ingrained in me like, hey, if you date her, you're going to get in trouble. It's like, no, I seen shit where I was like, yeah, that ain't go too well for him. I don't want to go that
This nigga just got 20 to life.
Yikes. you know, like even coming up as a kid, man, like in elementary school, you know, there was little girls, you know, that I was cool with and stuff like that. And I used to think like, you know what, it might not be that bad. But then I had my experience or whatever, and I was like, yeah, fuck everybody, it's not my skin color. You know, that was, like I said, this was in elementary school, so at that point in the game, innocence is gone. Like, it took for somebody to pretty much just be like, yeah, you're black and you can't do this, that, and third. And I was like, yeah, so I'm just kind of sour to everybody at this point. You know? Not that I wasn't cool with the people, it was just like, at that point, I was like, yeah, I don't want to take that chance again.
Bump that.
Yeah.
We stray away. Well, that's what I was taught, to stray away.
Oh,
but
go ahead.
I was attracted to other races, like Mexicans. Woo! But I'll tell you, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Asians, really don't matter, really. You know what I'm saying? But I still ain't date them either because I still had the same mindset, like, shit, y'all can do the same shit. You feel me? I understand y'all minorities and stuff, but hell, y'all can do the same shit because out of all the minorities, motherfuckers don't fuck with black people the most. You feel what I'm saying? That's just think about it. Think about it. In the United States, bro, out of all the minorities, bro.
I mean, yeah,
come on, bro.
I mean, I can't lie, because it was hard. It was kind of hard for me to date other races. They would kind of tell me too, like their parents don't really approve of.
Yeah.
I don't get that. I don't get that shit. Like, dang, you Mexican, but you can't date a black dude. Why? Like, for what? Like, what we do to y'all? Like, when you do that to y'all, we enslave y'all whole, you know, race. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't do that like that. Like, what the hell going on? Oh, it's because the stereotype that, you know, the United States got on us. We all criminals. We all thugs. We all shoot up people. We all goddamn druggies and shit. You feel what I'm saying, man?
Lead by example. Carry yourself correctly, be taken seriously.
Yeah.
I've, I guess, my turn now. Well, yeah, none of that. I've been about one love from day one. I don't discriminate anything. Like, I think there's anything that can be picked out in one culture can be found in another. Like, in my experience, I've welcomed all races, creeds, whatever you got going on. We all on the same planet. Why we gotta be beefing? Like, there's no, we not going nowhere. None of us alive today are responsible for anything that happened hundreds of years ago. Like, the only way to get past it is to accept each other. Like, there's no, you can't find common ground if you still trying to stick to your own. Like, and with that, even being told some of the things that, you know, y'all shared about, you know, being raised, come up with certain things, which it did come up in my childhood a couple times because mom realized, okay, well, you know, you hang with a pretty wide variety of, you know, people, so, you know, maybe you should be aware of certain things and not necessarily drilled hate, but, you know, be cautious. And to me, about what? Because I'm going to school with all these people and none of them feel or act the way that you say that they feel or act, and you know what I'm saying, which there are individuals that do display things you should be cautious about, I guess, you know what I'm saying. It's kind of obvious. You look at them, probably should steer away from that individual. To me, cool, with that knowledge, let me go hang out with the people that actually look like they want to hang out with me. Hang out with them, get to know them, and not just white. We talking about Mexicans, Asians, whatever nationality have you. They just people. Like, like, don't get me wrong, there's bad people in there, but that's everywhere. The same way you hear an old-fashioned white person talking about whatever race he decides to discriminate against that day, there's black people out here doing the same exact thing. Like this same exact thing. And so, to me, why can you point out wrong somewhere else and not self-identify that you doing the same shit that you accusing somebody else of doing? I try to be logical about the situation. If you've done no wrong by me, then I will do no wrong by you, and let's all just get along, you know what I'm saying? And so as far as that goes, my past as far as partners go has been heavily one-sided towards the white girl.
Jungle fever.
I mean, it's not necessarily at any. I do like the movie. The movie is good. gotta put that in there. But there's no motivation behind me going towards one race specifically. I love what I love. Whoever loves me, I accept that love and return it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a person trying to get through my life. If you somebody who's trying to introduce yourself into my life and make it, you know, positive, you know, give me some type of love, then I'm show it back. And with that being said, I feel like my personality, characteristics, and qualities and things that I'm into kind of don't match with a lot of, I guess, black girls or whatever's taste. I'm not saying that if one were to come to me and try to approach me of, you know, hey, would you like to go out sometime? I accept those dates. Anything that's come my way of color or any sort of minority, I've tried it. You know,
only girls my boy don't fuck with is ugly girls. So if you're ugly, just don't come.
Hey, hold on.
He fuck with every race, everything, every size. Ugly and fat, really. Just if you're ugly and or fat, just don't even.
I mean,
don't come, bro.
All right, let's try to muddle through and find the truth.
Y'all know I'm telling the truth.
All right, let's clear that up. It's not that I don't fuck with ugly or what. I don't
facially challenged. My bad.
Woo! Everybody is attractive in their own way.
And to somebody.
Everybody's attractive to somebody. There's plenty of people that I guess, as you would say, facially challenged, happy couples. You know what I'm saying? Like there's attractive people with some facially challenged people. Like I don't, like I said, I don't discriminate against none of that. I have to be able to truthfully tell you how I feel without trying to dance around. Like, to me, if I don't find you physically attractive, and let's say, which there have been some that were, I guess, trials and didn't quite make it all the way there, you know what I'm saying? They were, you know, talking stage or whatever, that weren't
fair enough
on, I guess, what you would say attractive spectrum. There has to be something there. If your personality is cool, then we can see what's up. But to me, when it comes down to it, if you look me in my eyes and tell me, do you think I'm gorgeous, or do you think I'm beautiful, or do you think I'm pretty, I can't be put in the position to lie to your face and say, you are absolutely beautiful, baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm honest with it. Like, if I find you beautiful, if I find you gorgeous, I'm going to let you know about it. But to me, if I'm in a relationship with a person, I would rather be able to truthfully express myself on how I feel about that person.
Yeah.
And it just happens to be that, thankfully, I attract more of the attractive, you know, spectrum.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not boasting. I'm just fortunate and blessed in the fact that, you know, I get approached by attractive.
Hey, I done had some swamp creatures come up to me. I had some swamp creatures come up to me, and I do know for a fact that, you know, it's not what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside. And it has been a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? I ain't date these women now, but like their personality made them look a whole lot better.
More attractive, yes.
Okay, y'all was some swamp creatures when we first met, but now y'all
got to know you.
You done elevated it from swamp creature to creature. You feel me?
Being very unfiltered tonight, sir.
Last episode, baby. Come on, episode 30, baby. We're going all out on this episode.
Oh my.
You feel me? But go ahead, my boy.
Anywho, as far as my I guess interracial interactions have gone, I've met a wide variety of reactions to those interactions, I guess. Whereas, like, I guess entertaining interracial couples and stuff like that, like going out on a date, hell, you ain't even got to be going to Walmart, going to anywhere. Old-fashioned people gonna look at you a certain way. Like, and to me, when it first started happening, I was like, "What the fuck you looking at?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got a problem? Like, what's up? And then I started realizing that, like, these people are closed-minded. Like, I feel bad for people that can judge somebody being out in public. If you look happy and you look like you happy to be in that situation, who am I to be like, oh, shame on you for you know? That's like telling somebody, fuck you for enjoying your life. You know what I'm saying? Like
pretty much.
And not just from families or parents. It comes from black people too. It comes from people that are of your same creed that will judge you for interracial, like, and it's not even just white girls. There's some black girls out there that are just like, oh, you can't get you a powerful black woman, can you? Blah 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 blah. It's like, it ain't that. It is not. I've been approached and have entertained powerful black women. You know what I'm saying? Like very strong, independent. Like we've talked about, I'm attracted to an alpha mentality. That's just what it is. If I see a spark in you and I see something in you that's like you a leader of the pack, you probably got my attention. That's white, black, Asian, whatever nation you may hail from. If you got some spark in you, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? But it just so happens to be that a lot of them happen to be white. Anyway, when, let's say I'm out in public with my girlfriend who is white, and a female or anybody else, you know, from the black side of things is, let's say, says something judgmental. And it's happened a lot with females, where it's like, oh, well, so why you got to be with a white girl, blah, 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 why can't you come, you know, be with a queen, with a black queen, blah, 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 and it's just like, I mean...
Y'all hoes on thugs, and ain't no motherfucking thugs.
It ain't even that. This is my problem. It's the mindset that drives me away. If you can come to me and see, like I said, seeing somebody that's in a happy relationship, enjoying their life, and you want to come shit on my parade, talking about why can't you get a black queen, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and I've literally asked this question in public to somebody that has something to say about my interracial relationship. All right, so she don't walk away, you know, because like, all right, I'm gonna handle this because I'm the black person. This is a black issue at this point. we need to convene. You know what I'm saying? And so basically, I was like, all right, so without her in the picture, when you look at me, would you date me? Yeah. Okay. So now that you know that I date interracially, would you still date me? No, fuck that. Blah 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 blah. This like and started rattling off, and I was like, let me stop you. Let me stop you right there. I don't have any space in my heart for anybody that harbors that sort of hate for anybody. It don't have to be a racial thing. If you hate any particular group of people for whatever they may be doing, living their life, just being themselves. Yeah. I don't have time for you in my life. Like I'm a positive vibe. I like to be positive. I like to keep people that are open-minded and accepting of many things. You know what I'm saying? Because you stick too long around the closed-minded individuals that are sitting there, you know, nitpicking at everything everybody else is doing. To me, you're not paying enough attention to yourself if you got enough time to be out here hating on everybody else. Bars. Like, you feel me? Like there's things that need to be worked on in your own situation if you got so much time in your life to sit here and preach hate about other people. Like, there's something wrong with that to me. And she ain't say nothing but some smart ass shit, turned around and walked away. And it's just like, dismissed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you were right. Exactly, you know what I'm saying? If you don't come at me with the fuck shit, be ready to goddamn debate because I'm about to send the facts right back at your ass. Like, you were attractive to me before you opened your mouth about some stupid hate shit for no goddamn reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that shit. Like, I ain't got no time for it.
Facts. But let's dive into that though, because I think it's on both sides as far as, you know, black women and white women. They look down on interracial relationships. I've seen it. And, you know, of course, you know, black women are more verbal. You know, they're like, hey, why you can't, you know, date a black woman, blah, blah, blah. My boss was saying on the same side for white women. They just like, oh, like, why are you with him and things of that nature, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, as far as men goes, like, we might see the shit, we just like, okay.
Right.
You know, now if we do kind of have hatred in ourselves or whatever, you know, some might actually say something about us. You know, like, hey, why you dating this nigga or whatever, you know what I mean?
Right.
But at the end of the day or whatever, we didn't start this shit. So we didn't start the hatred of races. Like, you know, that's the whole thing about it. So I guess, you know, when we talk about that, we need to see where it stems from because we didn't start it out. So we got the hatred. We just reciprocated that shit back.
If you want to be real, we ain't start the interracial shit. Hell, we was raped. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we want to take it back that far.
You feel me? Like, we ain't starting the interracial shit. So why y'all mad about something y'all basically created?
But that wasn't necessarily an interracial relationship.
That's
what it was.
Yeah.
You know, so we can't just stand back like, this is how it all started. Interracial.
Mortal Kombat shit on your knees.
I heard from an old coworker, bro. I'm not gonna say who it is, but I heard from an old coworker of mine years ago. Only reason that he date white women is because the white people fucked us and raped us for so long. That's the only reason he with white girls, so he can fuck them.
I heard another cat say that.
You feel me? So they can fuck them.
Yeah, but that's just I don't get it
either.
That shiesty petty spot to me. There's something wrong with your intent Or so basically these people that you fucking or whatever you doing with, like what do they really mean to you if you really out here just trying to shit on the race? You know what I'm saying? Like if you just trying to get back at what you feel was, you know, your wrongdoing to you or your race or whatever. To me, that's unhealthy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you sitting here like, oh yeah, come on in here. Let me go ahead and pay your race back for what they did to us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
see, but that goes into dominance too. Like as far as sex goes, that goes into dominance. So if somebody is liking the fact like, oh, I have this power, oh, I'm doing this, that, and the third. Well, I'm not saying that's right, but that is a trait that people have sexually. Like they want to feel like they're dominating over someone, whether it's their race, whether it's their whether they're man or woman or whether they want to have that dominance. I mean, it's weird. What the fuck? Oh, my bad. It's weird to see, but it is a thing or whatever. Like I said, me myself, I don't get it. Why would you make that effort to go out there and do that, and then like at the end of the day, do you really have anything for that person?
Right.
Do you just really just want to fuck them just because of their race? Right. Like that just. I don't know. They ain't never bowled well with me.
Damn, I had that shit right there in my head. Okay, somebody else go come back here.
So, did any of y'all watch Breakfast Club?
Yes.
Favorite movie.
Huh?
Favorite movie?
Man, we ain't talking about the movie. We
Talking
about the show.
The radio show.
YouTube.
Okay.
Oh, both y'all think about.
Well, no.
Great movie.
It's
It's great movie.
I
I
honestly
love
thought
it.
you was talking about.
Well, no black people in it, but I love the
Hey, that movie, favorite movie of all time.
Got it.
Well,
All right, so I was in Kentucky. I come from Kentucky. Last name Brashear. Don't know about it. Look it up. But I mean, we on the map.
The nigga famous.
Family's famous, not me. Maybe one day. But either way, so I was in math class. The normal teacher was out for whatever reason, and we had a substitute. Substitute was black. Could easily smell the wokeness as she walked through the door. And not necessarily an actual scent, but like like it was, you could, not necessarily African colors, it was just the way she carried herself and the poise she had. It was like, okay, one of those. And so she, comes in, starts calling rolls, blah, 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 blah. Gets to my name's Brashear. I'm high up on the list. I'm maybe third or fourth in, whatever. She's like, Brashear, looked up at me. In the town of Kentucky, there are white Brashears. I mean, not Kentucky, but Elizabethtown. There are white Brashears. There are black Brashears. I'm not going to sit there and start diving into where the mechanics go there, but all right. So she looked up.
They your family.
They are. We're not going to talk about it because apparently that's a sensitive issue. But anywho, so she looked up to see, I guess, which Brashear she was entertaining in her class.
Wow.
And she saw that it was a black Brashear. You know what I'm saying? And so as soon as she saw, she was like, oh. And she was like, you're from that side of the Brashears, blah, blah, blah. Whose son are you, this, that, and the third. I'm like, Farley, my dad's in E-Town, pretty well known around that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And so told her, and she was like, so do you know how your name came to be, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, the hell this woman is not about to. But no bullshit, got straight into it. Well, the Brashear name is actually French, and where that comes from is, and she was right. She was like from Sonora, Kentucky, back in the day, like blah, 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 goes into the backstory talking about how the slave owners used to do whatever the shit that you brought up, you know what I'm saying? And then boom, Brashears happened and spread out into different colors and branches and shit.
Same with the kids,
right,
baby.
and which is why I feel like it's a sensitive issue, but I don't give a fuck about none of that. Whatever happened to make me come to existence, I accept. You know what I'm saying? Like, my life is here. I appreciate my life.
Facts.
I apologize for any sort of hardships or whatever might have, occurred to bring me to life. But it happened. Here I am. Accepted. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as she went into that, I was like, let me stop you right there. She was like, she was shocked that I stopped her where she was, and I was just like, look, I'm not stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know the entire family's history all the way back to pre-Men of Honor days, where if you watch the movie, they showed him on the farm. Get up there! Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no hiding what the fuck was going on there. So, I know all of that. Not just the movie, but before that shit. Because when I seen the movie, I was like, huh. Me, myself, being inquisitive, was like, hey, at the time, ask Jeeves. R.I.P. R.I.P. R.I.P.
Real one.
Brought up the history, and I started going through that shit. But I didn't go through all that in class. I was like, I know my history. I know where my name comes from, and I'm proud to wear it. Whether it be white, black, mixed, in the middle, whatever. My name is Brashear. I don't need to be given a history lesson in, ain't this algebra?
You feel me? Like, people supposed to be learning about math in here, baby.
Right,
Like, what's
you
up?
know what I'm saying? I was like, can we go ahead and get to the math lesson? And she shut the shit down, and she was like, all right, well, I apologize. I was like, ain't no need to apologize. Just realize that you ain't talking to no stupid person. Like, you know what I'm saying? We've been here for some years, and I ain't new to this story.
Yeah.
So don't sit here and try. And the fact that she tried to broadcast this to the whole class. Like, it'd be one thing if she called me up to the desk and, you know, wanted to talk one-on-one. I'd still shut the shit down like, nah. I'm going to go give me my little worksheet. I'm going to go back to my desk. Yeah. But, like, to broadcast it to the whole class, why? For what reason would you approach me in that way? Yeah. To me, that's singling out, that's calling attention to something which I guess you feel like you wanted to call attention to, but anybody around the town of Elizabethtown knows what the fuck is up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Brashear, the white Brashears do the car dealerships, the black Brashears do the everything else we've done, the landscaping, personal fit, state famous, you know what I'm saying? Any team, person my dad has touched has been well publicized in many magazines. My father has an ESPN interview, like literally Mike and Mike in the morning. My dad was talking to the motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we go deep, you know what I'm saying? Don't sit here and try to educate me about shit.
Yeah, I just don't even understand why she felt the need to. I'm assuming she was from the area. I'm hoping
she was from the area, and it just irritated me that you felt the need to broadcast something like that. Like
well known.
Right, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no history class. This ain't no ethics class. This ain't no, you know, this ain't no none of that. Give me my little speed sheet, 30 problems before lunch. Let's go. Like, you know, I don't need to hear about no damn history lessons about where my family name may come from. Right. Like, that's none of your business. My name, my family. Shut the fuck up. Like, you feel me? Like, shit. But anyway, that was another interracial experience I had.
Slapping hands. You got something?
No, I was just laughing, but that was my expressions. But since I haven't said nothing yet, sure. So, you know, just like me, Sip, Vincent, you know, all we knew was from our area was pretty much predominantly black. You know, we've, you know, from our upbringing, you know, we was kind of, you know, we was told to, you know, just be wary of the other side. It didn't necessarily have to be white, even though that was heavily preached.
That was the main target.
That was,
Just to clarify, I wasn't told to stay away. That's my clarification.
That was personal.
This is personal stuff.
I was told to stay away from white girls.
I was just told to be cautious.
Stay away.
No, not stay away. Just be
She
cautious.
told you to stay away.
She said don't associate with them.
Well, see, it's a difference. It's like, no, don't date them. I can talk to them. I can be friends.
We can all talk to
We
them.
can all talk to anybody.
No dating. Boy, don't be with no goddamn white girl. Like, you already know what's going on.
But you can still communicate with them.
Yeah. So when you said stay
So
away, I
cautious.
thought, you know, I wanted to just let everybody know stay away don't mean like don't fuck with them, period. Like, I can still conversate, you know, hang around, be buddies. I just couldn't be kissing y'all or sticking, you know,
Things
certain
in
places.
places.
You know.
We got it.
Yeah.
How'd that get so?
Oops.
So I think
it's hot and warm.
once
Wow.
Anywho, I didn't really get my first taste of interracial interactions until I moved to Covington.
COV.
Yep. Because even in Kentucky, we kind of stayed there. We stayed within our
Especially
area.
back in the day, everybody stayed to themselves.
Yeah, pretty much to themselves. Whether it be in Radcliffe or in Louisville, we stayed to ourselves.
Everybody stayed on their side.
Yeah, so I didn't really get my first interracial interactions, and that it even have to be synonymous to dating or relationships. Just having a white friend or having an Asian friend or having any other friend outside of my own race. that didn't happen until I moved to Covington. You know, it was very weird because, you know, now I'm learning different lifestyles, you know, outside of my own. You know, a lot of people do different things. Like I said, it was weird, but you know, I was very adaptable. I would like to think, especially you know when I talked about from part one, you know, I played soccer, you know, but of course
Impressed some individuals with your skills.
Yeah, with my skills, which I thought that would be my, you know, the only thing I'll just be judged on is my skills, not the color that has the skills.
Right.
Did all of us have a soccer phase?
I guess. I've been.
I mean, it wasn't even a phase. I played for years.
Oh, you
So it wasn't a phase.
He actually played.
Yeah, no, I've had some years in that shit. Okay, gotcha.
I tried.
It's fun.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I had some years
No,
in
it's
that.
not.
But
yes,
you don't like running. So
Yeah, that's your thing. You don't like running.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I had some years in the soccer, you know. And
Unless there's a basketball in it.
that's not the only thing. But yeah, you know, my skills were limited to my skin color. You know, I was like, well, you know, they was like, whoa, you think you know how to play soccer? I was like, well, yeah, I'm good.
What you mean?
What you mean? Yes, you know.
Because I'm black. That's what y'all trying to say.
No, but I mean, at first, that wasn't what I was thinking. Yeah, I just thought I was just good. Well, you know, we don't really see, you know, a lot of people like you play. I was like, well,
you mean short?
yeah, I was like, yeah, you know, I was like, well, I mean, I'm short, but you know, I think I make up for it in
I get up the
footwork and
Right.
you know, just, I hustle. You know,
Look how I dribble the ball with my feet. Nigga, look at the combat. Like, come on, baby.
right? You know, I play defense. You know, I play sweeper. And, you know, I play right wing. You know,
I don't know any of
Yeah, those positions.
I'm about to say you went over
I'm sorry, yeah, there are positions in soccer.
Striker.
Yeah, so that's you know, well, you know, everybody knows what a goalie is, right?
I mean, yeah, but
But still, but you know, I was like, yeah, I'm good,
Right.
I'm good. Well, you know what we trying to say? I was like, no, elaborate.
Go on.
Go on, right? Go on.
my hands too small or something? I
Right.
need your hands in soccer.
Right.
I'm not
Yeah,
going
you
out
know,
for
then
the
I-
goalie position.
Right. And that's when I explained, you know, that's when I experienced the, you know, the gap. You know, right. Man, smack him up, man.
I'm good.
But that's when I experienced, you know, for the first time, the gap, you know, within race. One of the guys that actually came out, because one of the dudes I was trying to explain, you know, was kind of tiptoeing around what he was trying to say.
You're black.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You know,
like,
it was like,
you know.
well,
Come on,
yeah.
man. Come on.
Probably
like,
hit
look,
you with it,
man.
you know, bro.
right, like, all right, I was like, wait, is there a bug in my arm?
I did just hit puberty.
Yeah, right. I was like,
Get a little buzz going
there. He's like, look, man, we don't see too many black people playing soccer. I was like, huh? You know what? What you mean? So you know that. So that was my very first, you know, experience of how, you know, what the world was. You know, just like I said, just with the whole racial gap that, you know, that we have. Just even as kids. You know, they weren't trying to oppress me or anything like that. You know, they weren't trying to whip me or,
You just
you
rose
know,
up.
they just rolled, yeah. Exactly, you know, the what they're used to.
That game.
Yep.
Right.
You know, wow, this black man good at soccer. They normally play basketball
And football.
and football.
And I'll
I
tell
mean,
you
run
right
track.
now, I suck at basketball. I'm one of the few black people that actually suck at basketball. Just throwing it out.
But that's
A
okay.
lot of black people that suck
Yeah,
at basketball.
you're not only.
I like me. I shoot hard.
But hey,
Hard.
It's
hey,
a lot of black
there's
people
a
that
lot
suck
of
at
them.
There's a lot of them that
I'm
don't
decent
even
at
know they're
football.
bad at basketball. Be out there in the gym.
Your shit still go in.
Huh?
Your shit still go in though.
Yeah, your shit big.
From what I remember,
A lot of bank shots. A lot of bank
I was
shots.
one of those-
But
I was one of those last minute win type people. Like,
That's
I wasn't
okay.
passing the ball. I was
Fresh
good at
leg.
this.
Fresh leg.
Oh, shit. Amazing.
That's when we needed you the most. Came through. You came through.
Other than that, I'm
Came
all
through.
football, man. I am pretty decent at football.
But yeah, you know, so that was my very first, you know, just going back from episode 1 of this topic, you know, that was my very first interracial experience. Now, I guess for relations go,
Yeah, get into that. Go ahead.
all right, cool, I will. So,
Sure, why not?
sure. Yes, sir.
You date a white girl?
Well, no, I didn't. I did.
Oh,
I haven't dated
Get
white.
the shit out.
Oh,
However,
my bad. I was about to say, damn, I'm the only one of us four that ain't never been with a white girl, but y'all niggas, but y'all.
well, when
y'all
you say
lame
been
here.
with,
What? Wait, what?
there's definitions of been. Just
Yeah.
listen. Just listen. So, you know, I listen.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Last episode, baby, come on, we lit.
All right, I got you. So, my full-fledged experience with interracial, I guess we'll call it dating, was when I joined the military. And everybody, just wait, man.
Look, don't look away from the camera. Look,
Yeah,
look
look
at
at the camera.
Just wait, man. So I joined the military. You know, everybody from different walks of life. You know, growing up, all I knew was, you know, black women. I'm like, you know, these is the cream of the crop. I was proven wrong. I'm not saying they not it, but
There's a big world out
there's
there.
a big world.
there's a whole
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
out there.
There's definitely a lot more than just my backyard.
Like
Yes,
a ladder.
very much so.
I did feel like a ladder.
Oh no!
Yeah, exactly. I was riding on the carpet of Uncle
You
Sam.
right on the
Right, there you go. Uncle Sam introduced you to new things.
He did.
Yes.
He did. Especially
Damn,
once.
Aladdin is a whole new world.
Yes.
I thought that was Little Mermaid.
Anywho.
Come on, bro. Think about where I'm coming from. The motherfucker was from the sea. So if she comes to
Under
the
the sea.
okay, but
Under
still,
the
like,
sea.
oh no, I was just thinking
No,
like, okay, where she came from, out of the sea, a whole new world. But yeah, I get it now. Aladdin,
So,
yeah, I got you. My bad.
Did you not watch the most
I don't
recent?
Nigga, I've
I
seen
don't think
it.
did.
No, I haven't seen the most recent.
No.
Okay, well then,
That's all
okay,
right.
then I guess that's been a
Okay,
while.
Continue, bro. Let me hear
Yeah,
about
that
your
makes
white girl.
sense.
Oh my god.
Well, the answer to your question, it wasn't a white girl. It was actually a Vietnamese woman.
Okay, all right. Asian persuasion. I hear you.
Which is why, you know, now I'm heavily
Anywho,
heavily
it
attracted
happens
to
in the military, honestly.
and it, yeah, you know, and
She must have had that wet.
Oh god.
yes.
Yeah, fuck it.
But
Last episode, baby. Come on. I mean, we showing beer now. Like,
wow.
Got labels out there.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, but you know, and I actually met this individual. She was in my unit. Now, of course, basic. You know, there's no fraternization. You know, I mean, there's really no fraternization in the military, anyways. But
Sometimes shit happens.
sometimes shit happens,
I heard y'all be fucking
You have-
in the military.
I mean,
especially when you have free time.
don't ask, don't tell.
Well,
It kind
it's
of
kind of
it's complicated in that area, but you know, yeah,
It's 2021 now.
yeah, yes.
I heard y'all some
But-
freaks up in that motherfucker, but
You're not wrong about that either.
no,
But
I know I got a couple of friends that's been in the
Shut up. But you know, once you have free time, you know, you go through your trainings and you get this level of, you know, liberty. You know, they call it liberty time. So, you know, you get to leave off base, you know, and we were stationed out in Fort Lee, Virginia. So, you know, there's Virginia Beach, there's SeaWorld. I mean, I'm sorry, not SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, in that area too. Yep. Busch Gardens.
Oh, we gotta do that.
Yeah.
Oh shit, they got a Busch Gardens out
In
there?
Virginia,
Yeah,
yeah.
we gotta see
What?
that. We gotta
Yeah.
set that up.
I've been to Busch Gardens.
No,
before.
But you
Not
went to
in
one in
Virginia.
Florida.
I went to the
Virginia.
one
You went
in
in
Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they got one in Virginia too.
That's what's up. I
Mhm.
did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either
Yeah,
until we went.
Where you know?
Yep. So, but yeah, if y'all haven't been, yeah, go.
One of the best
Oh.
amusement parks out there.
Busch Gardens?
Bro, yeah, you got
It's
it's
top
like a
five.
zoo and an amusement park.
It's top 5.
Facts. Like,
It's top
shit,
5.
Shit, five.
You ever been to
Oh.
Holiday World? Just random question.
Holiday World?
Indiana.
No, I did not.
Bruh.
No, I've heard a lot about it.
Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Got you. I've been to Cedar Rapids, so
Okay,
That's
there you go. That's
yes,
that?
that's it, Midwest. But anyways, you know, we
King's
so we
Island.
go. Yeah, King's Island too.
That's North Carolina. Ain't it?
No,
They got a
That's
Kings
Maryland.
Island in North Carolina,
That's
bro.
Maryland.
That'd be Maryland. There's one in Tennessee too. I mean, not
They
Tennessee.
got one
There
in
is
North
actually one in
Carolina.
oh yeah,
Mhm. Kings Island's in Ohio.
yeah. I didn't
I'm
know
about to say,
that.
if I'm not mistaken, they got one in North Carolina.
It's Courtney.
Not sure.
Anywho,
But yeah, so now how me and this individual met. Now we went to basic. Oh,
Together?
your screen that did something.
Was
It
that-
showed like a text, but it's still recording.
I mean, yeah, if the battery getting low, but I don't see the battery getting low still.
Okay, got you. But yeah, so me and her actually met during basic training. Now, of course, in basic you can't do shit. But once we got to Virginia,
You can sneak and do shit.
no, you
No.
can't. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Shit.
So what, after you get out of basic, you just automatically able to go sneak and do shit?
Not necessarily.
Not
That's
immediately.
where the liberty time comes in.
Yeah.
Because you're still going through your phases of, you're still not free.
Sound like
Now you
like
just
slavery
not.
over here.
No.
And there is a
It's
certain there's an extent of ownership of what you can do for a bit there.
See, I ain't crazy.
But that's government though.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
the same thing.
But you have different phases of liberty time and things like that. Like I said, we finally reached the point where we were actually able to leave off base for the weekend, come back Sunday evening before lights out, stuff like that. Me and this Vietnamese chick, we've known each other since basic. We had a couple of friends, to go to Busch Gardens, and a lot of her, of course, my homies were, mainly black. We had a couple of white people there too, but her friends were her nationality. Most of them were her nationality, and a couple of white, females too. So that was probably my very first time being around that much of a diverse group. Not even counting out Kobe. Because that was pretty diverse, I guess. We ran it.
Hell no.
I mean,
We ran it.
It was,
But it was still.
Nah, dog.
As far as the corner goes, it was not very diverse. But
Nah, bro.
I mean,
but
Shit, they were all black and like one Mexican. Like, don't even try to play these folks.
we consider him black, so.
But the rest-
Yeah, facts. So, like,
as far as going throughout the school,
yeah, it was pretty.
That's what I was
diverse.
trying to
Oh,
get at.
okay.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
I
what I
thought
was
you were talking about our little corner.
not from our realm of reality.
Oh,
No, I'm talking about all.
Nothing but niggas.
Yeah, but
attractive ones though.
Yeah, facts.
Attractive niggas.
No, like in general. He was speaking in general. I was speaking in general.
Yes.
No homo. Pause. Whatever needs to be said. Rewind. Backspace. Delete that. Anyway, we continue.
But yeah, so being in that situation was actually my very first time being in a very diverse group. Just even talking.
So
let
this is
alone
one of your
sexual
first times
relations.
being in like a diverse public group setting. Like
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, let alone sexual relations. And it's funny, my friend was always like, black women did it better. I still think that's true, but I was introduced to different experiences where I'm like, you know what, they might have a run for their money.
I'll co-sign that.
Thank you. They might have a run for their money.
Y'all just ain't man, I love it.
You said what?
I love it, man.
I mean,
That's cool too. That's
Nah, we just want to ask him.
marriage happens in all
Okay.
colors. Damn it. No shit.
it's cool to these guys.
They
They're
stuff ain't
married.
hot. They stuff ain't as hot as white people stuff.
You
They stuff ain't as hot as
really don't.
You really don't.
I mean,
Nah.
I get repping your creed, cool, but there's definitely it's a big old world out there.
I know it's a big old world, and I know it's a lot of women stuff that get wet and all that stuff, but the black women stuff be getting hot, but it be getting hot and wet, but like that jump be, but it be cooking it there, boy. You feel me?
It sounds like boiling the way you describe it.
Not like hot like that. You get what I'm saying, but like it's that warm sensation. You feel me? Put it in you. Ooh,
Well,
what
this-
is this? Like,
Well, before that whole macaroni and cheese thing was the best description, that's how this Vietnamese shit
Bruh,
was.
hey, when the whole macaroni and cheese thing come up, bro?
I don't know.
Like, who created that shit?
I really don't
a
know.
female with some really wet vagina.
Well,
Cardi B?
Ew.
No,
Apparently-
it was
apparently
before
not.
that. It was before that.
Oh,
Way
shit, my
before
bad.
that. Way before
I said
that.
apparently not, my bad.
Basically, the person who made the little mac and cheese thing, it was like whatever dude and woman was having sex, and then they just was listening to the.
That's how this individual was.
Oh my.
You feel me?
Yeah. That's how this individual. But yeah, you know, like I said, just from. But yeah. But just as far as, you know, interracial reactions with as far as that's been my very first exposure. That's been my very first exposure of that realm, and I was like, you know, well, I was like, you know what, the world is a lot bigger than I thought it was. You know, maybe I should give this a chance.
I did.
Yeah, you did. You did, and you know,
Black, white, Hispanic, mixed, Filipino, what you want.
Yeah.
I done dabbled. Not. Granted, I go for quality, not quantity. Definitely, as far as like what's considered a good body count, still under 2 hands. So like, you know, like shit. But in them, there were many creeds that were experienced, and nobody really has a clear cut, this race got it type shit. Hey, bro, like, as far as my experiences go, I was blessed to be endowed with many lucky partners, many good partners that were good representations of their race. Sure, how about that? We'll go there.
Fair enough.
But a trophy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause to me, it's all vagina. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's good, it's good. If it's not, hey.
Y'all ever had some bad vagina from a different race?
No. Alright, so to me, alright, this is how I look at it. I'm still enjoying myself because this is intercourse in general, regardless of. But I will say there is levels to it. Like, there's
Around the bush.
have you ever had
Any bad vagina from a different race?
There have been some experiences that were not favorable on the same level as the other experiences.
Okay.
All right.
You still beat around the bush.
It's an affirmative answer. I'm giving you the gist of what I'm trying to say here. But
Since you've been with the most races than all of us, I know you have.
you've seen
In your personal experience, who's had the best? What race?
Who's had the best?
What race?
I mean, okay. So this is one person.
Sound like Piglo.
One person's experiences. I have to say that, I mean, not in reality, but in my personal experiences. In my personal experiences, majority of what my partners have been are leading the top 5 realm. You know what I'm saying? As far as like not just sex, but the shit around it and everything like that.
I'm talking about sex, straight sex.
You see how he answered it, but not answering.
You answering too respectfully to
The
me.
picture does not change much if we're dialing it in to just.
So like, white hat.
They kind of run the board. Not gonna lie.
What about?
There's some.
What about?
I mean, A1. She's up in the top shelf. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got that. Black queen, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But
it won't be in girl.
I mean, it's only, I feel like mainly
Pretty in pink. I get it, Tony.
No,
Like,
I
get it, bro. I get it.
Easy, dog. Easy. Here's how I can answer that. All right, so since. Okay, all right, time out. It's true, facts.
They are all pink, but like,
All right, either way, all right. So the individual that you're talking about versus the other one that won't be named. If we put 2 and 2 together, I only had so many experiences with this individual, the one that you know. What? Oh, okay. Well, in. Well, so I can stop, not saying it. In verse K. in few good experiences that was nice, but that never developed into a full relationship, so I didn't get to really explore into what all was there. Now, based off of the condensed experiences, top notch. Comes to mind for, good representation of the race. Great candidate. We'll say that. Now, for K, got to get into a deeper relationship and actually explore the, experiences and different factors. And if volume 1, clearly, you can't really deny the fact that, I got to actually get in there and, feel it out. Now, as far as one race winning, it's not really a fair question for me because you've seen the majority of my partners, so,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
I get you.
But
I get what you're saying.
But because I had, and there was also V.
Yeah, I was about to say about V. What
Also some primo stuff. Not gonna
V. Get into that one right there.
I mean,
you know who V is.
We
but
can
you just don't know who V is.
I'm about to say I know a couple.
When the cameras cut off, we'll
get into
it. Anywho, but also a great candidate. So, but there's not a clear winner to me now. As far as volume goes, I've had the most experience with white girls. Not for any preference, just because that just happens to be what comes my way, and I entertain what comes my way.
Bad signal.
What?
It's a bad signal.
Well, I mean,
Hey.
sure. Duty calls.
Hey.
I mean, I will answer regardless of who the call comes from.
You know what? I done got your new name. You Moon Knight.
Wow.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, he's fine too.
I can have that.
I mean, my group chat name ain't changing. My group chat, we still the Jokers. Like, it's okay.
You don't want to black man.
That's midnight.
Ooh,
That scared me.
That scared me too. As they call it.
It is. Hey.
I need that right now.
I'm gonna drop some dick over at the house.
Anywho.
Oh, that is funny.
Anywho, but since I have,
She may have to know this last episode. You give her as much as you want to.
Hey, go home and put that thing on the table, boy. Like,
anywho, since I've got the Epcot Center of Experiences, except for hard Asian, I haven't had like a Chinese, Japanese, blah, whatever. I've had a Filipino, which is a blend of Asian and Hispanic. So, but other than that, we've dabbled around the board: Mexican, black and Mexican, white, black, mixed, white, like whatever. In there's no clear cut. They got the best shit as far as races go, but as far as majority goes,
Oh wait, we still talking about who got the best shit? I thought we moved on from that.
I mean, it all kind of streamlines into the same topic.
I never had one, but I would personally say I would think like more of that Mexican, Puerto Rican type.
Nothing
probably
to
have
sneeze
the
at.
best because only reason I say that, dog. The only reason I say that is because Shakira and her belly movement and stuff.
But
and then also, but hold
anybody
on
can
now,
learn
hold
them
the
skills,
hell up. Also, them speaking Spanish to you when you're doing it, like that's
Which
got
is
to happen.
definitely-
Like,
oh yeah,
you
sure.
feel me?
Not
Like,
arguing that point.
like,
Not
come on,
arguing
fam.
none of that whatsoever. It is definitely a pro to their case.
Right.
But anybody,
I've never had a Mexican, by the way.
any
All black here.
had few, but but what I'm saying is anybody learns those skills because K had the hip motion skills.
Guess you got the Spanish talking.
I mean, not Spanish talking,
feel
but
what
I
I'm
don't think that mattered at
I'm
that
still
point.
no, it did not. Chicken, gibberish, tongues, whatever. It was still getting done. It was still getting done. So you know what I'm
I
saying?
don't think it mattered.
But anyway, as far as I guess when people think of interracial interactions, they do think black and white. My black and white experiences. Let's step away from sexual. I feel like we're kind of playing in it too much.
Oh yeah, we
But,
definitely. One in the
But-
paint, one in the slate.
But as far as let's say society standpoint, there are still people on both sides that look down on an interracial relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And in there, I've experienced the spectrum is wide, and I've experienced good and bad. And one bad case was I was the first black dude that this individual had brought home, and she was nervous about what the family was going to think, and I guess we had talked enough to where she felt comfortable introducing me. I guess the word different tends to come up a lot when describing me to families and friends or whatever.
I feel like other races should know when their children or somebody says that, like, oh, he's different or she's different. Oh, different race. Like,
Well, no, it's not
I
that.
feel
It's,
like-
it's more different as far as like what the overall stereotype or classification of whatever race, whatever. Different. He's not. I'm not a hood nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but it don't even have to be on
But
that
not all
basis.
hood
You
niggas
can,
are like.
I get that. But I'm saying,
yeah, but I mean,
I
even
get
on
that.
that basis, you ain't even really got to say, oh, he's different as far as, oh, he's a different race. He's just different. He's not like
different.
most
That's
people
why I
out
said what I
there.
said.
Yeah.
But anywho, so met the father, and the father looked me up and like I literally watched this man size me up, and he was like,
I like that.
it was very awkward. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what's up?
Like,
You know?
swang?
Like, no, it wasn't even. He wasn't looking at me aggressively. He was like, I see what she was talking about, and I was like, what do you mean? She said you were different, and this individual thought that it was okay to express his honest opinion at that point, and dropped a no word.
Oh, no.
You're not one of those
Niggers, but you're a black person. So
Right,
I can fuck with you.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
He gets shot in the
And
leg.
then he tried, I guess because of the look on my face, because as soon as it came out, I was like, no, this man did not just do that. Knowing that I'm in his house, I literally passed the umbrella basket of shotguns behind the door. Like, you know, I'm probably not about to bucket this situation.
Yeah.
So, but the distaste was there in my face.
I would've
And he was like, getting there. I was like, and all I said was, sir, I appreciate that you identify that I'm not ignorant, but at the same time, that's not necessarily the right term that I would use when standing toe to toe with somebody. Like, I appreciate your acceptance of, me being with your daughter apparently or whatever, but at the same
Way better.
Well,
Better than me.
Way better.
at the same time, that was disrespectful. And he was like, well, no, I didn't mean it,
Fuck
like,
that, bro.
he
You
was
got
like,
hit with a people's elbow, and I would have dipped because you said it was an umbrella basket full of shotguns. I would have.
boom!
One of them hoes with me too.
Like,
But
yeah.
now that came to a close. Like, he was like, he apologized, backpedaled, was like, I didn't mean to be disrespectful with what I said, blah blah blah. But he was like, it's just there's I guess an image that your people carry, and I've not experienced much other than what that image is. And you are, as my daughter said, different. And I was like, I appreciate that. That was still rude.
mm-hmm.
And she over here like, oh my God, I can't believe my dad just said the
She
N-word
knew what
to
was
the
up.
black. Well, she had mentioned the fact that he was
Old school.
not necessarily condoning of an
She knew
interracial
what was up.
relationship. Right. But she didn't think that he was going to go to that length as far as actually saying the word.
Right. He addressed you like Django. He addressed you like Candy.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he was Candy, I was
Yes!
Django, and he was and he
I'm
was
watching that
basically-
movie tonight now.
that- one of my favorite movies, Django. If you ain't,
Love it.
some people, there's still people out there who haven't seen Django. One of my favorite
I love
movies. It's
it.
like I am that 1 in 10,000. Like I'm like, what's up? But anyway, and then on the other end, I've met positive experiences where meeting the family, and they're and it's more of a like it's an obvious sigh of relief with the whole he's different, this, that, and the third, and they see it and they're like, okay, he is different, blah blah blah, and then you can see the relief that comes over, like they don't have to be so tense. I'm not about to like steal a picture off the wall and then run out the house because apparently our image in broad spectrum in society, that's what it is.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, Ken, you know him. We went to school with him. I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with him.
my boy.
His family was under an impression of that image.
Same.
And it was an issue when it was found that I was in the house. And this is Oh yeah, like it was like
I got a story for that.
it was a
Go ahead.
issue, like knocked down, drag out arguments had over the issue, and then so basically when they would come home, it would be time for me to go,
Yep.
and so
Been there.
and we did that for a little bit. But me and Ken, he let me know what's up. I don't think nothing like that. You know, I'm not that way. Blah 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 blah. Which he walked the walk. Like he was an interracial dater. Like you know what I'm saying. And so had nothing against him.
Shout out to King.
Right. Bro, like you feel me?
Dog.
5th grade,
Wow,
sandbox days, no bullshit. But anywho, so finally he got sick of it. He was like, "Look, dude, like I don't give a fuck what y'all think about him. Meet him, talk to him, and see that you are wrong." And so that happened. I came to They finally invited me to dinner. Sat down. It was hamburger helper, whatever. Like and I was like, "Oh, I love hamburger helper." And at this point, neither parent had even really acknowledged my presence in the house. They were basically tolerating me. And you got to be a strong person to carry yourself in that situation. Sat down at the table, mom over here at the head. I got the father right in front of me, Ken next to me, his brother over there. Quiet as fuck. Everybody, you can hear a fork scraping. And I'm just like, look straight at the dad. How was your day? You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, no bullshit. Just cut the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's the elephant in the room, I'm pointing motherfucker out.
Word.
Exactly. So I was like, "How was your day?" And he looked up at me and he was like, "Honestly, it sucked." And legit started telling me about his day. And then I was like, "Oh, you do construction? I got a little bit of background on that. I did this, and here, and I did this here, blah blah blah." He's like, "Oh, so you know a little bit about it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he, went on to tell me about why his day sucked, blah, blah, blah. Hey, mom, how's it going? You know me and you. If it's a friend's mom, it's mom. You know what I'm saying? So straight up, from day one.
Straight
it's
mom.
Okay, I was like,
don't call them by their names at all. Mom, what's up?
Can't say, "Hey, Miss Sherry."
No, mom.
Right,
your
exactly.
mom.
Yeah. So I go to mom, and I was like, "Hey, mom, so how was your day?" And she was like, "Well, all the doctors were in the office." Like, literally just as soon as, I guess maybe she watched my interaction with the dad, and then was like, felt comfortable enough to tell me about the day, and I'm interacting with her. I was like, "Oh, damn, that sucks," because she's some sort of clerical something at a medical office over there in Connors. But anywho, tells me about her day, blah, blah, blah. We have a conversation, and then from that point on, now everybody's talking, kind of going, back and forth about shit. End of the day, I go home, blah, blah, blah. He calls me. He was like, "Bro, I don't know, what kind of thing you were trying to pull there, but it worked. Like, they like you and blah, blah, blah." Fast forward to today, I'm now acknowledged as one of their sons. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And so, when it comes to interracial interactions, tension can be broken, bridges can be built. You just have to try. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people out here who have been bred and drilled and trained and mind washed and just everything that oh, fuck the other side, you know what I'm saying? But if there's ever going to be any real actual peace, it has to start somewhere, you know what I'm saying? You can't sit here thinking the way you think while they over there thinking the way they think. Y'all both going this way, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna keep throwing stones and firing shots at the other side until at some point, if we really do want the peace, we're going to have to come together, you know what I'm saying? We all here together. So there's no point in trying to drag out a fight alright, this is what pisses me off. I was thinking about this shit the other day. There's the people who are sitting here concerned with we are killing this planet, humans on a whole are literally a cancer to the planet that we are living on. And then you got the people that are so blinded by discrimination and prejudice that fuck the world, fuck that guy. You know what I'm saying? For what? Literally what? And I said this in the first interracial interaction episode where it was why is it that you can be going on about your day at Walmart, blah, 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 see somebody and automatically just hate them because of how they appear or how they carry themselves or whatever. You don't know anything about that person.
I actually got a little story about that, and this is me, y'all. It wasn't the white people doing this. This was all me being not being salty or anything, but me just no, hell no, I ain't fucking with y'all. I had a best friend, Flip, when I stayed in Austin.
Flip.
My boy Flip. He had a daddy. his daddy, swear, probably looked like he was like 60 at the time. He probably wasn't, but he did look like he was 60. But when I looked at him, I'm looking at him, and like me growing up deep down south, I always thought like white people was just, you know.
I mean,
Racist.
down there at that time.
You put it down my head. Down deep.
Yeah,
you had reason to feel that way in that region.
Deep down in Georgia, you
Yeah.
feel me? So I'm always thinking that white people was racist. But Flip, you know, he changed that for me. You know?
Right.
We was best friends when we was awful. Came day that I finally got to go to his crib. I was so standoffish to his dad and his grandma just because of the way they looked. Like, I'm like, man, y'all look like rednecks. Y'all look like y'all say nigga every day of the week. Like, I ain't really fucking with y'all. Not giving these niggas like no chance whatsoever. Like, the only person I'm talking to is Flip. Like, I ain't fucking with your daddy. I ain't fucking with your grandma, nigga. I'm just fucking with you because of the way they look. I ain't fucking with it. But one day, they came up to me. They started talking to me like a little regular family, like treating me like I'm their son. You know what I'm saying? Like talking to, hey man, shoot. If you want to, man, we can all go get in the van. We can go drive over to the soccer field and play some baseball. I don't play baseball, but all right.
Sure.
All right, let's go ahead and go. You know what I'm saying? You know, play baseball. They like, hey, all right, come on, man. Let's get in the van, man. Let's go. Where we about to go? Nah, don't worry about it, man. Where we about to go?
Nah.
We get in the van. We driving. You know, I'm scared as fuck. You feel what I'm saying? But my boy Flip with me, so I'm like, all right, bro, he ain't trying to set me up or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Just before Get Out came out.
You feel me? We pull up, we get on to 278, because I'm staying in Oxford at this time. We get on to 278, we pull up at the Longhorn. Everybody getting out, I'm just sitting in the van like, what we doing? I'm like, come on, Silk! This is Dad. Like, come on, Silk! What you doing, man? Get out of the car. Go in there, I'm talking about, bro, threw down on the whole feast, boy. I'm talking about I had the outlaw ribeye. You feel me? Like, appetite, everything, buy me everything I want. You sure you don't want that? Go ahead and bring this appetizer for the young man right here, you know what I'm saying? Like, the coolest white people I have ever met in my life, and that's what opened me up to more white people. Because I used to be, like, really standoffish. Because where I'm from, bro, like, all I was around when I stayed down in Waycross, like, it's black people out there in Waycross, but when I went to school, bro, and when I was in YMCA, I ain't see no I ain't see no black people.
No.
Like, I was white people galore, like nothing but white people. So I was comfortable around white people in school, but outside of school, like, hell no, it's like, them motherfuckers, the looks they'll give you, and like, to be real with y'all, bro, y'all really might be like my first set of black friends, bro, when I came down here, kid. Like, when I moved to Decatur, like, I had friends, but I couldn't really call them friends, because, like, I wasn't doing the hot boy shit they was doing. Don't get me wrong, I was bad as hell. I was bad as hell. And I did do some hot boy shit, you know, robbing grocery stores and shit. Like grocery stores, gas stations. And when I say robbing, I don't mean, hey, give me all your shit, and just put, you know, snatch and grab, like, fat. No, I had a book bag, nigga. We chips, we get drink, we get all that fat. Room! You know what I'm saying? But my real set of first black friends came when I came to Covington, and that's y'all niggas, bro.
Wow.
Like, straight up, bro. That's y'all niggas.
Here we are.
Yeah, and here we are, got there, what, 15 years later, shit. It's 15 years for us. It's 15.
It's almost 20.
Almost 20 for us.
Yeah. Damn,
For
20
y'all,
for y'all?
We met 6th grade,
So that's 2003.
Ooh, I just know you was 13, I was 12, and I'm 28 right now. About to be 29, so it's really 17 years and 16 years.
Because we met you in 7th grade.
Yeah.
So shit, boy, this a long ass.
Hey, it's
I love y'all niggas, man. What? Boy. Who else can say they got friendships lasting this long, boy?
not too many people.
Not too many people, boy.
My
That's
coworkers
what's up.
says we're blessed. Like,
Facts.
anytime, like when we be going off in the group chat, bro. Like I be laughing. I ain't in the work truck, and he be like, bro, you lucky as fuck. And I was like, what you mean? He was like, the fact that you got a group of friends that you've been friends with that long, and that y'all still connect, y'all still click like that. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, all the friends I had in the hood, because like I told you, he's a white dude but this man grew up slinging on the block in Lithonia.
Word.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, all my friends, like, back from the hood, they still live in their same lifestyle, and, you know, my lifestyle changed, and it seemed like I moved out the hood, we ain't friends no more. That's like, he still got a few, but he has, since they live their life and he lives his life, I guess they see him as a change, you know, he's new now, you know what I'm saying? It's not the same.
Gotcha.
And he frequently comments on how lucky I am to have a group of friends. I feel it. I definitely feel blessed to have the friends I have, because I wouldn't trade nothing. Like trade nothing.
Yeah.
We've been friends this long. It ain't been no fallouts. It ain't been no like, oh, fuck the other side, fuck you, blah blah blah. Well, I mean, y'all had y'all little
Fallout, but we talking about like fallout.
Like we ain't friends no more.
Fuck
Yeah, fallout.
Well,
like fuck you.
Yes.
but you came back from
We
it.
meant
Yeah.
that.
You came back.
Most
from it.
people don't.
Most
Yeah,
people
most
don't
people
come
do.
back
Yeah.
from that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because technically, me and Tony had a fallout in school when we was
It was-
playing around in the classroom, and I made this nigga trip over the desk. Boy, I'm talking about this nigga.
Oh,
His head
no.
so
Boy,
hard.
boy.
Like on the back wall, boy. I was like, oh, this nigga about to do some karate shit. Let me just run around the room until he get tired. Like, hold up.
I got heated that day. But that shit, it lasted the day maybe.
The
you know
day,
what I'm
not
saying?
even,
Like,
bro.
even, like-
We got off the bus, bro. Hit me in the stomach. Said, all right, we good now.
Got you, bitch.
Yeah, let's go play some
I
basketball.
had to get my one real quick.
I learned my lesson.
But you know, like I know for me, I mean, I've had best friends before y'all, whatever, and that for some reason that just.
I mean, we all have.
I mean, but but you know, it's just like sometimes I look back at it. I mean, this is definitely off topic, but sometimes I look back at it, I'm like, damn, like why that shit didn't last? And then here we are now, like y'all said, 15, 20 years later, we still cool, we still communicate with each other, and hell, we created group chats so we can communicate with each other because. A lot of shit get lost in translations or whatever. You know, the older we get, the more life goes on, and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, it's helpful. I know it's helpful to me sometimes. I might just be chilling. I might be like, let me fuck with these niggas real quick.
Right.
Yeah.
See what's
Say
going
some
on.
hot shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Stir the pot.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck, bro? Like, yeah. Let's go.
Well, the days I'm gonna get to see my niggas is Saturdays now.
I mean, well, you know, since we
I mean,
kind of
hey,
resolving this right now.
for now, it's an indefinite hiatus, sure, but I mean, I feel like there's still, we're not gonna stay out of contact. I feel like if Saturday is your day, we can still get together and do something.
Y'all know if I'm gonna get on the grill, y'all know y'all
Oh
always
shit,
come
boy,
through.
what's up,
Just
boy?
You feel me? And hopefully in the next half a year, you know what I'm saying? I'll be having me a housewarming party.
I mean, yeah, we gonna flood you with shit.
Oh yeah,
we
we
grill.
Yeah, I know we coming through.
Oh,
Yeah, I know we coming.
shit, I can't wait to get a house, bro. That's
Yeah,
like the
we
only
can't wait
thing
for
that's
you to
been
get a
on my
house, man.
mind, bro. Like,
It's coming.
I'm ready for one.
I feel you.
Well, what?
I'm right there. Shit, I'm looking right.
Credit.
I'm window shopping right now. Boy, like,
we is too, bro. But shit, when we went, bro, they talking about the place that we went to is over there. Like I said, by Licking Chicken. By Licking Chicken, it's some not apartment. It's a subdivision over there. They shit, bro. They want $1,800
Hell
for
no.
the rent,
Nope.
bro.
Nope.
They want $1,800.
Not when the damn house is down swallowing the water. No,
Mm.
fuck that. No, my nigga. No.
but I will say, to bring back to topic,
Mm.
interracial interactions to me are important to not just socialize, but to broaden your spectrum of your own life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it doesn't have to be just black and white. Like, I feel like that's a stigma to that topic, where it's like it automatically comes to black and white. Granted, it is I feel like the greatest, like, you know, topic to come to. But there are others. Like, I have another best friend / cousin named AJ, and from day one, we clicked. Like, he was into video games, he was into soccer, I was into video games, I was into soccer. Our moms clicked. Arabic. And what I took from being friends with him, I had never been around hard Middle Eastern, Arabic, you know, Saudi Arabian, and all those, like, hadn't been around them before.
Mm-hmm.
But they brought me in and treated us like we were family. And
I got one too.
the experiences that came from that, like, all right, so they are very similar to like Africans and stuff like that. They like big group meetings and like we're gonna sit down and have this gigantic feast. And this ain't just no special occasion shit. This is every day. Every day. And you talk about big bowl of chicken and rice, big bowl of, they got grape leaves as their thing. They wrap, you feel me? They wrap they wrap beef, onions, and just put that inside the wrap with the grape leaf, and oh boy. Like, taste it. But like the experiences that came from that, like getting to know the culture, I feel like I know more for knowing them. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just that he is a prime example because he has become one of my best friends, and to this day we can talk to each other like we are family.
Yeah.
But to me, you're enriching your own life by not immersing yourself. Like, I mean, I guess immersing yourself, you kind of start to, maybe lose yourself. But like, I don't know, experiencing other cultures, other experiences and stuff like that broadens your own existence. Mm-hmm. Like, and I feel like since I have done that with many different cultures, Hispanic, Italian, Arabic, white, black, Asian, Mexican, whatever, like it makes you more well-rounded as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gives you more to draw from in your experiences in life, and like it gives you more, like, because white, black, Asian, Arabic all handle shit differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, even within a race, people handle shit differently, but as groups even, they handle shit differently. And I feel like being around them, experiencing different encounters and, things that may have happened to them, and watching them go through it, seeing them sit down in family meetings and talk shit out and blah, blah, blah. Like I said, it just broadens you as a person. And sitting here going through life being like, oh, well, I only fuck with the blacks, or I only fuck with the whites, I only fuck with my people, blah, blah, blah. Cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I mean, you stick to your own kind, you feel comfortable there, cool. Yeah. But to sit there and blatantly keep yourself away from the rest of this experiences, you're dampening your own existence to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You only got to experience this much of life when there's a whole lot of colors in the rainbow, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And each and every one of them have their own thing to pick and draw from. Just like let's compare cultures to music. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different genres of music, and then you've got people that like to stick to rap. You got people who like to stick to country. You got people who like to stick to jazz.
I'm on that alternative wave right now.
Very good wave. But when you listen to different types of music, I feel like for a lot of people, music is life. Like, music helps you get through certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feeling this way a day, you gonna listen to this certain type of music. To me, all right, well, I'm going through this, and like I said, because I've experienced so many different people's reactions to so many different things, how did they handle it? You know what I'm saying? I now have that knowledge and my experience to pull from, which, like, there's been so many situations in my life where it's like, I don't know how you made it through that shit. Wisdom, bro. Like, I done been through and seen it all. So it was like, all right, so to me, problems are mountains. Big problems, big mountains. I climbed Mount Everest, and here comes this little foothill right here. Other people are like, damn, I don't know how you got through that. You should have seen the last one, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And to me, living your life on one track, thinking a way that, like, I need to stick to my own. I need to, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. But you're missing a lot. Yeah. Like, there's more to the picture than just your culture, just your race, your nationality. And that's my stance on it.
I want to speak on that too. As a kid, my parents had to go to work. I had to, they have to enlist, to babysitters, or just friends that they know. Right. If they're free. So there's one particular family that my mom knew. Shout out Miss Dovey.
Miss Dovey.
Yep. So
I don't know you.
Yeah, it's fine.
How you doing?
But it's all gonna come together. But I won't say her real name, but we call her Miss Dovey. You are right. No, that's a short. It's short for her real name. But her and her daughter, she's actually my only female best friend that I have. Now, they were black. They're black just like me. I was like, okay, all right, it's gonna be a similar household. Unbeknownst to me, they're a Jamaican household. Didn't know that. Well, not even rough. Just
It's
well,
different,
that
man.
wasn't that was just that particular. I mean, now
Welcome to
as
Summer.
far as discipline goes, sure, yeah, because they weren't fucking around.
They cut their own.
You know,
they're
I love Jamaican
They're,
houses.
oh yeah, they're fun. Like,
Yeah,
they are
It's fun
definitely
when you're not in a relationship with the person in the Jamaican house.
Yeah,
That's a different story.
Yeah,
That's a different story.
You find out cultures clash.
Exactly,
sometimes,
but if you coming in, like you a friend and you
Yeah.
come through and it's
it's a different
thing.
thing.
different.
Exactly.
It's a different
It's
thing.
different.
People alive if you come over
And
if
it's-
you're a friend.
Yeah, you welcome with open arms. Hey, have some of this goat and all this. You
Yeah.
welcome with open arms. You come in a relationship with the person and the family.
and
It's different.
And it's funny.
different.
Her mom was actually trying to set me and her daughter up like for like the
Mm.
long, but because we've been friends for
We've
a long.
Right.
We're basically family, but it's just funny, she was actually trying to set me up with her daughter, like, oh, you want to marry my daughter, and I was like, I was like, wait,
Time out.
hold on,
Oh my.
wait a minute.
Well,
You remember when my mama and Miss Renee was trying to set me up with Monet, bud? Nigga. This is before y'all knew each other and all of that shit.
I'm not her.
All right.
Oh, I was gonna say, this is before y'all knew each other and all of that, boy. This is no, your ass was
It really
gone.
don't.
Yo, this ain't interracial at all, but that just cause you said, you know what I'm saying, like, her mom was trying to set up. That shit just clicked on me. Them motherfuckers trying to set me and Mo up. We like, no, nigga, this is my sister. No, nigga, this is my brother. Nigga, we ball together. Fuck is y'all talking about, man? I'm not sticking my dick in that. Like, that's gay. That's incest.
So back to the Jamaican household. Back to the household.
Y'all get what I'm saying, though, bro. Y'all
We
trying to
got
play
it.
me, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Shit.
We're picking
Fuck
up what you're
y'all.
putting
You
down.
know what?
So
Fuck it. Go ahead, Mac. Y'all just made me bad today. Fuck it, shit.
I appreciate it.
Fucking shit.
Anywho. So, my whole realm of that, I guess, I don't know if I could really call it interracial because, if we had the same,
I mean, it is. It's a different culture.
yeah, just, well, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, so different, just,
Yeah, but
different
from the
cultures.
outside looking in, y'all both look black. They ain't gonna be like, oh, this is a black dude with a Jamaican girl. So
Yes. Because when I was with, what's the name or
Jamaicans,
whatever?
I mean,
She was
it's
from the
like-
Virgin Islands. I'm
be
American.
be real with you. Before your ass told me she was from the Virgin Islands, I was like, oh, look at Vincent, cute black girlfriend. I ain't say no Virgin Island girlfriend. You feel what I'm saying?
But that took time for
True.
me to get into a relationship, learn about her and things of that nature. But yeah, beforehand I didn't know.
Yeah. So, I just something as simple as, food.
Oh, yeah.
That we do.
Oh yeah.
For all my life, I knew of the standard SpaghettiOs, noodles,
SpaghettiOs.
collard greens, chicken,
Macaroni,
rice.
Jamaican macaroni.
I mean, damn near.
Your own culture's food.
Right, my own culture's food. Now, well, not even now, but then I got introduced to just whole plethora of cuisines. I was like, because I remember we was gonna have lunch. I was like, oh, what we gonna have peanut butter jelly sandwich or whatever. She was like,
This was a
peanut butter and jelly.
That's a snack.
What?
Nigga, get this
Go
jerk
on.
chicken, this goddamn rice and
She
peas
was
and
like-
cabbage.
She's like, no, you get out of the kitchen now. No. I was like, well, okay, all right, cool.
fine.
So and that's so me and my friend playing video games, and then and I smell something different in the kitchen, so my attention went,
So what's going on over
Hey,
there?
what's up?
What's going on with peanuts?
My mom don't.
That damn sure like no peanut butter and jelly.
Right. About 30 minutes to about an hour, we got lost in the game, so we kind of lost track of time, but, lunch is ready. Man, red peas and rice, cabbage, curry goat, ackee saltfish with breadfruit on the side. I ain't never heard of that before.
Learned today.
And I learned that day. Man,
That was lunch.
plantains.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what? I was like, oh, bananas. Nah, that's
Nah,
plantains.
Man,
Right.
you gotta
About to
know
eat
the
healthy,
Right.
boy.
Yeah, I was like, well, I like bananas. I'm like, no, baby, no.
difference. No, baby.
Plantains.
BB.
Right. I was like, what's that?
Hey,
You
you
try
get
it.
somebody who can make them right, boy. Plantains.
Bussin'.
Oh no, she
Bussin'.
and
Bussin'.
she man.
Bussin' like a
Yo.
bitch, boy.
Yeah,
And I ain't like plantains at first because Omar made them first for me.
yeah,
Like you said, it gotta be the right.
It gotta be the right.
Right one.
yeah. But man, that ackee and saltfish,
Yeah, that
breadfruit,
shit was fire. as
dude.
hell.
Bet this shit
Yes.
was fire.
Only
For
Jamaican
lunch.
food.
for lunch.
Only Jamaican food that I have tried and I did not like is dumplings. And it's not like chicken and dumplings like we thinking of. It's called dumplings. It's like bread, like some dough type shit.
Yes,
The shit is
that's
like,
good.
no, fuck, no,
Good.
it's not.
I mean,
That
That shit was good.
obviously, they made
Nah.
it horribly because that shit was.
I had it. That shit was
He
good.
takes your
shit
touch
was-
to the head.
Yeah.
But
That shit
it kind
was
of made
good,
me
too.
hard to like. It's hard for me to say they didn't make it right because everything else on the plate
It was busting.
busting. Them motherfucking dumplings were so goddamn nasty. Boy, I left all 3 of them hoes right there. I'm not eating them.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
That
I
shit
lost
was
my-
good. Shit. And then she told me I was eating it wrong. Nah, you gotta either mix it with your cabbage
Yep.
or mix it with your
Yes.
chicken
Oh,
or
you should
something.
try to eat
Yes.
I tried to eat it straight up. I was like, well, where the flavor at?
But I mean, even by itself though, I ate it by itself.
That was good.
I
It
tore
all
that shit
goes
up.
down.
Shit, that's
It all went
I
down.
can tell you that, bro.
Yeah.
Them dumplings from that, I can't do
But,
that.
Just even from the food and even just learn, because now I started picking up on their lingo,
Mm.
you know, how they talk and, you know, things like that.
That was fun.
That was fun. Very fun. Yeah, I liked it.
Patois.
Yes.
Patois.
Yes. It got so pretty good. I mean, I can't speak it, but if they were to talk to me,
Just
You can
broken
understand
I
it.
can
You can
understand it.
interpret
Yeah,
what's
it's
going
just
on.
broken.
That's
Yeah,
all
that's
it
all
is,
it
broken.
is,
You
broken.
really gotta
True.
focus in on.
With a
But then
very
they talk
thick
fast,
accent.
you know.
Right. Yeah,
They
that's
start
yeah,
talking
that's
fast.
the caveat. Yeah,
That's
they start going fast when it's like,
Yeah. I was
oh,
like, wait.
They slow down for you.
I was
like,
with
okay,
you.
I got you.
I was with you.
Work with one.
Yeah.
You'll learn it eventually. When
Yeah.
they get pissed off, boy, they start rapid firing.
Yes.
And it's just like,
Yeah, hell, I
Yo, run
And
and
it's-
run. And
was
it's
with a couple of them.
yeah.
Still do.
And you know what? And it's funny. And it's funny too because every time I would leave the house, and I'll always leave sweating. But that's only because we've been dancing. You know, I've never listened to dance hall before. You know, until I
Hey.
went to them. You know,
hey, that dirty
from
wine.
Beanie,
got-
yeah,
Woo!
from Beanie Man
Back in the days,
to Super Cat.
I don't fucking with them Jamaicans when it comes to dancing.
At all.
You ain't never been dirty wine though.
Bro,
my
I've
nigga.
been dancing with some. I'm not fucking. They too rough, boy.
What you mean?
Dirty wine is not rough.
Bro, I'm talking about Jamaicans. Period. When they dance,
Oh, yes.
they too rough, boy.
You just need
Females too,
nah,
boy.
yeah,
The
they be-
females be
Yeah,
boy.
you just need
No,
some
hey,
training.
remember when we went to that party? It was the twerking versus dagger party.
Oh yeah.
That shit
yeah,
was
that
rough.
was- but
That shit was
Bro,
rough.
remember when we
You
went
just
to
need
the
some training.
8th grade dance, and it was
Yes.
this skinny black chick. I swear she was Jamaican. We all knew her. What was that? What was her name? She was dark skinned, bro. She was dark skinned. She was skinny. I just know. When she was giving me a dance, y'all remember the nigga Boston, short, kind of chubby dude. He was like, "Hey, let me hold you up, bro. Let me hold you up." So, bro, holding me up, and this skinny, dark skinned Jamaican,
There
she
you
was
go.
telling my niggas, "Damn, bam, bam." I'm like, "Damn."
You just need.
Oh,
You ain't had no training. That's why.
that's
You ain't got the feet
Right,
up
boy.
yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got your feet in there.
was tear my ass up,
Oh,
boy.
You ain't had no
I was
training.
like, oh shit.
Because I'm telling you, that was funny.
No, hell no, not for me.
I appreciate
Well.
your example. Whereas when we're talking about interracial interactions, we got away from black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Black
Okay.
and
I mean,
Jamaican,
but
you
yeah,
know what I'm
because
saying?
like I said, it ain't just
We're
about
all
racist
different.
culture
Yeah,
too.
it's definitely
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I'm glad we expanded on that because it's not just just dealing with just the color of your skin, just the different cultures as well.
Right.
Because you can have somebody black, it might be Virgin
Yeah.
Island, it might be Jamaican, it might be Haitian. It's
Might
still
be
different.
African, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's and honestly, if you take an American black person and put them in any other region or continent or country or whatever that's also identified as black,
Yeah.
they stand out. Like, you know what I'm saying? There
Like a sore
are major differences, and a lot of the other cultures look at an Americanized black person as not
Yeah.
up to their standards. You know what I'm saying?
Us like that.
But it's definitely, that's why I'm like Jamaican or whatever specifically, that we got to a point to where we talk about dark and dark or minority instead of just black and white. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, it's funny because while being, you know, under their care and under their provision, I've come to find out that my friend, she had like similar stuff that I did, right? So, you know, they have TVs, but they don't really watch much of it. You know, they have a specific time. Yeah, right. They have a specific time to, you know, to watch TV, and then when it's family time. When it's family time, it's family time.
Yep.
Yeah, but when we had now, yeah, like unity is a must.
Yep.
But like once we had free time, you know, especially it'll be around the time before my parents get off work. So I would say it's about 5:30. Now in my time, Toonami is on. So you know, I'm getting ready to cut it on. You know, my friend's like, hey, what you about to watch? I was like, I'm about to watch some Dragon Ball Z. Oh my God, I love Goku.
Oh, girl, marry me.
Marry me.
What size ring?
Hey, can we name my son Gohan?
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. Come on.
Right. At 6. I was like, you know Goku? I love watching Dragon Ball Z, yeah, and I just think Gohan is so cute. It's like, you know his son.
You know his son.
That's a great thing to speak on because
Yeah.
across different cultures or people that are from different nations or different nationalities, you think that they only associate with their you know, their culture and their likeness, but the more you branch out and experience them, you'll find that you have more common ground than you think you do.
Yes.
You know, Japanese shit, if I'm not
that-
mistaken.
Huh?
Dragon Ball? Yeah, some Japanese shit.
Yeah, it's anime.
Most definitely.
Yeah, it's all anime. Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z is
Anime,
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, I find that with a lot of people, just even with other races or whatever. Like, I've been learning more and more in my job, whatever. People don't think, I guess, you're on the same playing field they are until they find out what you're into.
Right.
Like, I've had people that's walked by me, hadn't said shit to me, and then one day, oh, I found out you're into Harry Potter. Yeah, I'm into it. Oh, me too.
Yep.
You got a mask with Harry Potter? Like your clan on it? Yeah, me too. Oh shit! Now we having this dialogue and all this stuff, and it was just like, but before you walked past me in the hallway, didn't even know who the fuck I was.
Yep.
And that's a barrier that, you know, it really needs to be broken sometimes. Cause like, let's say for instance, I went to my first anime movie premiere for My Hero Academia.
Okay.
And, you know, when I went in there, people was looking at me crazy like, what's he doing in here? He don't look like you watch anime, blah, blah, blah. And I was just sitting there, I'm like,
Watch
just
this.
wait and see.
Watch this.
So we watched the movie, everything. I'll spit out facts and, you know, make people laugh and stuff. They're like, oh, he really bought this. Like,
You damn right. I have another situation too. I have another thing where I was really into eating with chopsticks. I started using chopsticks at about 8, I want to say, because then I started liking Bruce Lee films. Shit, right?
There you go.
Yeah, you know, so
be like water.
yes,
I live that.
That's facts.
Words I live by.
That's facts. Now there was one situation where my mom and dad had took me to a hibachi. Matter of fact, it was like right when I moved to Covington. So I didn't even say
likely.
Tokyo.
no, the Mandarin Palace.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
they
had
had
hibachi?
they
Oh,
said
Tokyo is
You
not
know
in
what?
Covington.
yeah.
Well, that's
Huh?
Conyers, but
Yeah,
fair
Tokyo
enough.
is not
I mean,
in
it's on
Covington.
Salem
Fair-
Road.
I mean,
It's Conyers,
Yeah.
though.
It's on Salem
Salem
Road.
Road is Conyers.
It's on Salem Road going
the top
to
end of Salem Road.
No,
is
Salem
Conyers.
Road.
Because
period.
really it's going down
No, it's
to
not.
if
'Cause
you really
Salem
think
right
about
there
it,
on
it's
Brown
on
Bridge
Access
ain't
Road.
Conyers.
It's going down to Covington.
Salem right there on Brown Bridge is not
Conyers.
Conyers, bro.
Yes.
Look it up.
No, it's not, bro. I've seen the address for the Walmart right there.
It's still
Whatever number it is, Brown Bridge, Covington. It is literally 30015. I've looked
Let's
this
just
up.
say it don't take much for it to be Covington. How about that?
Anyway,
I'm surprised. This
One
shit
thing-
right here is Covington.
Now,
Because
Oh, I'm on the
you
borderline.
go, you feel me?
I'm
You
on
go
borderline.
like 2 feet down the road, you in
I'm
Conyers.
on the borderline. No
Anyway.
lie. I'm at
any,
Conyers. I'm where I'm
right
at.
there on the border. But anywho, one thing now we brought anime up into this.
Yeah.
We recently all went to the Demon Slayer
Yes.
premiere,
Yeah.
right?
Loved it.
What I was proud
Loved
of
it.
You was
was
working.
but we all as in the group that did go. Now,
Yes.
anyway, what I was proud to see was that it was black people in that theater watching that movie.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody knew what was up. That was like, it was prideful for me to see that, like, hey, 5-6 years ago, that was not the
wasn't a
case.
thing. No.
That was not the case. Now, that whole theater, like, there might have been 10 out of 100.
Hell, and we was the majority of that squad. We had like 6 people with us.
Right. You know what I'm saying? There might have been 10 not black people in the whole theater. The rest of it, all black.
All black.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then what is something I feel it's something to build off of. You know what I'm saying? Like you this long ago didn't appreciate this nationality. Oh, animes. When you watch anime, you weird. Blah 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 blah. Now people are starting to get into that.
Yeah.
You know,
They
it's an
see that
accepted
anime
thing.
is actually fire, bro. Like,
Right. Yeah.
animes actually have stories to them.
Yes.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
I mean,
They have
honestly,
dialogue.
anime overall is beating our animation. Like, no bullshit. The storylines, the character qualities, the development.
Because if you look at our animation is really like little kid shit. Like,
Well, I mean, that's
if you look at
lately.
it.
That's only within the last few
Yeah.
years. Like, we actually, at one, the
we
90s
catch
was
up
busted.
shit.
But
90s
your
was
t-shirt
busted.
right there
90s
says
was
it right
busting, but still, that's technically, kid shit. You feel what I'm saying?
But-
like, you feel,
I mean,
but
for its time.
anime got,
Oh yeah, it got real.
beat them up, knock them out. You feel me?
Fair
shit in
enough.
there,
But-
and they have a better storyline than
True.
fucking.
I don't know
Tommy grows a tooth.
Hey
You feel
Arnold
what I'm
got
saying?
deep,
Hey
bro.
Arnold.
Hey Arnold
Hey,
taught life.
Hey Arnold did.
Hey Arnold
yeah,
taught life
Hey
lessons.
Arnold did.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
I give you
the point that I'm building off of is if you can open yourself up to accept that part of the culture, why not explore what else they got going on? You know what I'm saying? Like I know there's a lot of black people that like look at country shit as in like, oh, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you can keep that redneck shit, blah blah blah, this, that, and third, and then they actually open up and start listening or watching some of that culture, and they're like, oh shit, I kind of ride with this. Like, and sensitive topic, Lil Nas X, with the whole Old Town Road and shit. Old Town Road put a whole bunch of black people on to Billy Ray Cyrus. Now you look up Billy Ray Cyrus, that man was an icon in the 70s and 80s. Like, you feel me? Leonard Skinner was a movement.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And then they legitimately branched out and started looking into, okay, well, what has he done? And when you look at it, if you're willing to move that far as in to accept this part of this culture, why not look into what more that culture has to offer? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's why I'm fortunate because I dib and dabble in every type of music there is. Country, I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but
There's
there was
only
certain songs.
certain
It was certain songs I heard, and I was like, well, I can fool with this. Like one of my favorite country songs is Tennessee Whiskey. That shit.
Yeah.
That shit.
That
fire.
shit, right.
Chris Stapleton.
Yes, that
Chris
shit,
Stapleton.
right.
Fire song.
He
I'm
is-
not familiar with that.
Whoa.
You're as
Not
smooth.
Nope.
That's it.
Nope.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Hey, he's black man in the group.
Wait a minute. Hey, Casey. No.
I know you know about Honky
I
Tonk.
play it.
I know you know about Honky Tonk.
But no,
Probably
no,
not that
no,
smooth.
yeah,
I know
yeah,
they
yeah,
know
yeah,
about that.
But,
But
I'll
that song
put
they
you on
like-
that. It's a smooth ride. Like,
Okay.
it's a
Yo, no,
smooth ride
Tennessee
type
Whiskey
song.
is probably like one of the best country songs ever. But to me,
he's like I will say he is a generational icon as far as the country music goes, because his not just that song, but his music in general is very like literally pivotal in the country music culture. You know what I'm saying? But again, I guess we can start to digress.
Yeah.
If there's something to like in every genre of music, there's something to like in every culture. There, you don't have to sit there and be like, oh no, I don't fuck with that culture, so you don't fuck with nothing from them. Start to at least try to see if you can find something that you can relate to, something that you do enjoy listening to or entertaining yourself with, blah blah blah. And once that little beam of light, once that song, once that show, once that person, once that whatever starts to get it, okay, I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Branch it out. Explore that. You know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately, I missed last week's episode of falling in love with rap music or whatever.
Yeah.
And but what I would like to bring, I guess we can kind of in the recap go into the fact that I went 13 years of listening to nothing but smooth jazz, oldies, and whatever bass.
Jazz is
Whoa,
amazing.
you tripping, bro?
But that's all. If I'm riding with my dad, that's all we listen.
Well,
to.
okay then. So you were overfed of it,
Yeah.
but understood. But I'm saying like in that there when people say, oh well, I don't listen to this type of music, I don't listen to country, I don't listen to that. There is something somewhere in there. Doesn't have to be all of it.
Yeah.
It really doesn't. Just some little piece starts that bridge, starts to get you to open up and branch out into something else.
Yeah.
Bro said the first 13 years of his life,
Mm-hmm.
nothing about rap music.
No rap.
First 9 years of my life, I ain't know nothing about rap music. When I moved to Decatur, bro, and I heard Shake It Fast. Watch it from Mystical. From Mystical, right? Guess who I thought that was?
Be cool.
I thought that was Bishop T.D. Jakes, my nigga.
Woo!
Facts. Cause you know they wasn't saying no shake your ass in that song. They was saying shake your fast on the radio. So I'm thinking it's T.D. Jakes, and I'm thinking he's saying shake your money fast before you throw it in the offering.
Wow.
I'm telling you, first 9 years of my life, I ain't know shit about rap. The first rap CD I had was the Men in Black soundtrack.
Me too, though.
The Men in Black soundtrack.
Elastics, my boy.
Big Willie did his thing on that track. On that album.
That was the first rap album I had. Was the Men in Black soundtrack. I ain't know nothing about rap music, bro. I'm telling you, we always used to listen to R&B and gospel. R&B and gospel.
Facts.
That's what we grew up on.
Smooth
R&B
jazz.
and gospel.
Anything outside of that was blues.
I'm thankful that I was early adapted to hip hop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, don't get me wrong now.
I wasn't. I mean, they my parents listened to a mix of things, but hip hop was one of them.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
My cousins made me feel bad. I had my older cousin when we had moved down to Decatur. And I'm like telling them, yeah, that's Bishop T.D. Jakes in there rapping on that song.
You really said
They
it.
all in there dying. My mama too. I'm like, what the hell you know about rap music? Yeah, you know about rap music. She said, boy, that ain't no T.D. Jakes. That's Mystical. I said, Mystical? Who the fuck is that?
Oh,
no. That sound like Bishop T.D. Jakes telling everybody in the choir to shake that buddy real fast and watch
Before you throw it in the plate.
You feel? And so,
Kurt Franklin.
T.D. Jakes, bro. So my older cousins, they getting on my ass. They roasting my ass, boy. I said, man, that's what, I'm like, forget that, man. Forget that. I do listen to rap music. I know what rap music is about. I got the Men in Black album, and it got Snoop Dogg on it. That's what I said. I said it just like that. It got Snoop Dogg on it. They looked at me, because back then, I guess, well, in Atlanta, people weren't fucking with no Snoop Dogg, bro. That's that West Coast shit. So I'm like, and they got Snoop Dogg on it. They looked at me, nigga, we don't fuck with no Snoop Dogg. That lying around there, mother, we don't fuck with that shit, but we don't fuck. Listen to this. Gave me a Lil Wayne album. They gave me the Carter. And then they gave me a T.I. album, which was, I think it was either I'm Serious or Trap Music.
It wasn't Joe?
Probably. Nah, I'm Serious was his first album.
Yeah.
I'm Serious was
his
his
second.
Yeah. So I think it was I'm Serious. I listened to that shit, I'm like,
Bumping, bro.
yo,
like that.
Oh, this what rap music is.
Look, I say one thing. We way off topic. But I will say one thing about T.I. I don't necessarily condone his entire character these days. But I will say when he says that he started trap music, he was definitely one of the first people that could say that maybe not undisputedly say that he started trap music, but he was definitely right there on the cusp of the beginning of trap music. You know what I'm saying? Like
He's in Gucci's right up there with him, though.
I mean,
T.I. came out.
I'm talking about as far as just even mixtapes.
Trap music.
Right.
Oh, no, Gucci Man is the
Gucci
king. Nobody got more. Nah, see, I used to think Lil Wayne. I used to think Lil Wayne. Gucci Man got way more mixtapes
I'll
than
give that to you,
anybody, hands down.
But when Gucci Mane first came out, he was localized to the South. T.I. nationwide. You feel me? Like, so, as far as T.I. goes, I will say that when he makes that claim, I have to, I can't completely agree with him, but, he was there in the foundations of trap music.
Definitely was.
I would actually give that title to 3 6 Mafia. Even though that wasn't the title, trap, but I mean, if you hear the
I wouldn't
beats,
It's not
consider
trap
music.
music.
Their music.
their,
I mean,
their
I know what you're
cadence,
saying, but
their
it's-
cadence is heavily influenced through the 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah,
Now, of course, the title trap wasn't prevalent then. It was still more crunk and, you know,
But who made
Club
crunk music
bumpers,
though?
man.
Crunk music with
But-
wouldn't it have to be Lil Jon?
yeah.
Yeah, that's crunk.
Lil
Yeah,
Jon
yeah,
got
yeah.
these
The
albums.
king of crunk, bro. Like,
Nigga
you gotta
came out
drink
crunk
crunk
juice.
bro. Like,
oh, okay, anybody can name an album.
Yeah,
yeah,
Jon
no,
said-
No, he came out with
made
actual
eat
drink.
crunk juice, bro.
Okay,
Like,
a drink,
that-
fine, but
That is
still.
that is the broke man's Red Bull. All right,
Hey,
like,
hey, bro, that shit used to have me
God, bro.
bro.
Like, I'm telling you, man.
What we doing today?
I was still give it 3-6 Mafia because I mean you still hear a lot of influences, especially
I say-
instrumentals, similar to
Yeah.
old 3-6 Mafia.
I mean, I give it to them
Right.
to their region because I mean, you gotta think at the end of the day, this is gonna be separate, but this is definitely coming off of 8 Ball and MJG type shit.
Yeah, because
That's where it's
they were
coming
there
from.
before 3
That's what I'm saying, so
They,
that's
Ah,
what-
they was in the same time.
No,
Yeah, they
they
were.
came before them.
They were. They
Nah.
I got an old
Maybe
track
not-
that
maybe
Pieces
not
probably
nation-
didn't have before them.
Maybe not nationwide, but they were on the scene before 3-6 Mafia
Yes.
was a thing, as
Yeah.
far as like globally known. But 8 Ball and MJG, well, shit, Houston, woo, you ain't just that.
It don't matter because none of them niggas was better than my boy Pimp C and Bun B. You
Well, I
feel
mean,
me?
UGK,
Hey,
baby.
products,
Yeah.
products.
Yeah.
Yeet.
But anywho,
I
I
fuck with
guess.
them niggas. Hey, no, I'm sorry. I gotta go back to 3-6, bro. That was like my favorite group. That was my favorite.
I mean, they definitely had their run. They had their run to be they were who everybody was going down the street bumping.
Yeah, Hustle and Flow put them on the map, bro.
Hey, shit, Hustle and Flow, they did they shit on.
I
that.
mean, like I said, not saying they ain't had no good track before that, but Hustle and Flow really solidified what
it
they
brought
was
the
doing.
focus to
They were
what they
some
were.
from
They
3-6
just-
Mafias.
it gave them an
hypnotized
Oscar.
minds.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying.
They
It gave
gave
them
them
their
an
validation. Like,
Yeah.
obviously before that, we was still all messing with them or whatever,
Yeah.
but that gave them their validation.
I can't believe them niggas got an Oscar for that movie.
It was
So
a good ass movie.
I
That's
guess
a good ass movie, but still,
Ever since
bro.
I can remember.
A whole Oscar?
I mean, facts. But I mean, does anyone have any closing statements in regard the actual episode topic?
Stimulate
I
your
hate-
mind, Craig.
Damn. I hate we didn't have a chance to get into police brutality. That was going to be the
Well-
second part of that.
I mean,
I don't know how much time we got on the camera.
it's
We can run it out as much as we can, but
It's almost 1 o'clock.
that's what I'm saying.
yeah, bro, gotta be
This
more
man gotta go
than
night
six.
night.
I gotta go. Shit, me too, boy.
You gotta
She just
go-
hit me up right now.
Oh, you gotta go.
You gotta go to work and all. You gotta have a phone call with your
No,
baby.
you gotta drop off.
Oh,
Yeah.
you gotta drop. You gotta drop off some dick.
Baby,
I'm on the
Hey, I'm saying what I'm
Knock on the door with it.
No, sir.
Dad's
No,
home.
sir. I punch a code in for the garage. Anyway.
That's how. That's
But anyway, that ain't the mission. Either way, I'm being called. So,
She gonna definitely watch the episode.
He's definitely gonna.
oh, you ignore my call for that? But either way, I guess. All right. So he said,
Stimulate your mind,
stimulate
Craig.
your mind.
Be open-minded.
Me,
Facts.
yeah, man.
Definitely
Like,
be open-minded.
and my stance is, we all here together, man. Like, unfortunately, we're not intellectually, societally, whatever together, but
Yeah.
to get there, you need to expand your horizons. You need to find something you don't have to pick the blatant black and white picture. You can find something in different cultures and work your way over to whatever culture it is that, like, because I mean, there's Puerto Ricans versus other Hispanics. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, there's intercultural, beefs going on or whatever. People that don't fuck with other sides. You know what I'm saying? But find something, you know what I'm saying? It could be a small music show, movie, actor, like something that you can find that you can at least, in the very least, tolerate and go from there. You know what I'm saying? Because sitting there on your one little track, like, this is who I fuck with, this is what I got, blah blah blah. Don't get, like I said, I'm not down in that. I understand being comfortable where you are, comfortable in your environment, but if you're one of these people that are sitting here like, oh, we need peace, we need equality, blah blah blah, and you sitting there also at the same time only sticking to your own likeness, you're still maybe unknowingly a part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? Because bridges can't be built if everybody's standing on the other side of the river saying, "Hey, fuck that side over there." You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to start somewhere. And that's what I got to say on that.
All I gotta say is there's no religion, there ain't no races. There's only one race, and that's the human race. You feel what I'm saying? And we are all brothers and sisters in the eyes of the Lord. So let's act like it. You feel me?
Right.
Let's act like it, man. Shouldn't be no beef nowhere. Shouldn't be no beef between each other as humans. Black, white, purple, blue, orange, green. It don't matter what color you is, man. We all family on this earth, and we should act like it.
That's very profound, man. I like that.
Probably deep shit you ever said on the show.
That's, man, been coming out of pocket lately.
Exactly.
Like,
Right.
Out of pocket.
Hey.
Okay, I get it. The episode before the last episode, I was talking about shooting niggas and stuff, but
No, it's been
come
a
on,
streak
bro.
you've been on. It went from Silk was kind of sitting
The
there.
whole episode.
Right, facts. Silk was kind of sitting there, and then boom, he on the scene. Right, I got all this to say, and I just fuck everybody. Like,
You almost flipped the goddamn table. Bitch, that's why I got to everybody gets shot.
Yep.
Hey, but I really meant what I said on that.
We know you did.
Oh, we know.
That's why I
we
posted
could tell. Like,
That's
it
why
was
I
very,
was
very
I really
convincing.
meant what I said.
You had something to say, so I put it out there.
That be that bullshit, bro. You feel me?
We got
But,
you.
you know what I'm saying? You got
Episode 30, man. Like,
Yes.
30.
Made
That's
it
crazy.
to the end of season 3.
Dirty 30.
Now you getting closing remarks.
He already 30. He don't need no closing remarks.
Damn.
Oh, that nigga.
Oh boy.
Young ass
anywho.
Like,
Whip behind
everybody puts on the pants the same way as everybody, one leg at a time, man.
these.
We all fighting the same fight.
Y'all be
Let's all be allies.
Trying to get through life, man.
Yep, trying to get this roller coaster called life, man.
Mhm.
But yep, just keep peace. Yeah.
So, man, this has definitely been another episode of Corn. This is episode 30. Interracial Interactions. It's the last episode of the season. And we got some stuff going on, man. We working on some different things, man. So for right now, this will be our last episode. But we definitely trying to get it to where we can start podcasting, start putting out more content, start being also a little more free with what we're trying to say or whatever. You know, it's just definitely a work in progress. You know, things like this have their ups and downs. So we just trying to recreate, build up, and come back stronger and better than ever. So y'all definitely stay tuned. We'll still be coming out with interviews, stories, and things of that nature, whatever. Y'all just stay tuned, man. We just trying to build up. As always, make sure y'all like, comment,
And subscribe.
subscribe.
It's
I
free.
mean, it is free.
It's
That's
free,
the funny
man.
thing about it. Like, a lot of
Yeah, all you
people,
gotta do.
it's free.
That's it.
it.
That's it.
That's it. Like you do that, they pay for something on Amazon. You
Mm.
look at it, boop. That's all you gotta do. But it's
All
just
you gotta
free.
do, baby.
It's free.
It helps us more than you know.
Cause
Man.
000, no money. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Oh,
Triple zeros over here. You know what I'm
we
saying?
try to come for the we try to come for the throne, man. We try to come for your entertainment. I'm gonna call them out by name.
Hey,
wait. Fuck that. We gonna call them out by name. I'm
Hold on,
coming
man.
for your entertainment.
Hold on.
Who was it? 85 South. I'm trying to come for
Hey,
y'all.
yo, Suge.
What? No. They gonna hit it. They gonna hit it. We trying to go for y'all.
Yo,
We build up with that shit. We build up light.
Yo,
We build
baby,
up quality. We
what
build
is
up
you
fights. This is what we doing.
Alright, fuck it.
This
Hey,
is
hey,
Hot
we
dog
are
shoving.
coming for y'all.
Hot
Sorry,
dog
Suge.
shoving.
You
Hey,
don't understand
I
it.
ain't trying to meet no infected car accident now.
The big
Hey,
boy
shit,
show,
boy.
West Coast.
We
I
are
see.
coming.
Hey.
We are coming.
But
Sugar, shoot, motherfucker. Shoot, motherfucker.
Respectful.
Oh, man, respectfully. But this has been another great episode, man. Like, this has definitely been something that's been building for a while, man. 30 episodes deep. 3 seasons. I think we've done all right so far, man. We give y'all the content. We put our hearts in it. We put our time in it. you know, we put a production into it, man. We're here now. So we definitely thank y'all for coming in for this segment. This has been another episode of The Corner, episode 30.
And
Interracial interactions.
no, I'm sorry, I didn't even cut you off. But in all seriousness, you know, we definitely gotta give you your flowers, you know, for
Absolutely.
even making this happen.
Pulling it together,
Um,
running the show,
you
like,
know,
My boy
It's
B
behind-
Dog,
behind the
K1,
camera.
you feel me?
on the computer,
If
all
this
the
was-
editing, all the mixing.
If this was the Wu-Tang Clan, this is the RZA right here. Like he
Not even ask for all this.
Man.
I did not ask you to
no,
say
it
this
ain't.
shit.
You did. This is you know, this ain't
It's
scripted.
deserved,
You know,
man.
My boy gets all the glory.
we got you know, it's one of those things where you know it's one thing that we're showing up and we're seeing this stuff, but you know it's another thing that you know we don't see the editing that he has to put in, and you know
If y'all see
Long
this man
nights.
on the computer, boy, at 3 o'clock in the morning,
in the most
Come on, boy.
You never know what I might say on the video, bro. I gotta edit that shit out. You feel me? So
y'all think he wild. Y'all should see stuff on the cut.
I ordered that shit.
and that's
y'all gotta see the uncut scenes.
yeah, that's a full-time job in itself.
Right.
You know,
Ah, y'all really
Damn,
a full-time job.
It's been a streak now.
it's you
Last few episodes.
But you know, but in all seriousness, you know, to do that and to still pull interviews and you know story times,
Got
and,
us our sponsors,
Things like
got
that.
everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we wouldn't be where we are
Nah.
without Vincent.
yeah, and you know, we don't. I know me personally, I don't like being on the camera a lot, you know, but he's, you know, he trusts me enough to come, well, all of us to come out of our shells, you know,
Contribute, yeah.
and contribute and you know have a voice, and you know we definitely want to give you your flowers for that. You know, we definitely want to say, we appreciate it, man. He's,
Right.
thank you. You know, so 30 episodes in, this dude been
This the big
working.
homie.
That yeah,
This
this
the
the big
big
homie.
homie.
Yeah, and that's on the set.
Beer
That's
and blunts for the big homies. Beer and blunts. Beer and blunts. Beer and blunts.
You know, so we just want to say thank you.
Absolutely.
We greatly appreciate you.
My boy.
Yep, that's all. That's all I got.
Appreciate that,
Yeah, man.
Hey, off topic. How is that berry bliss?
man.
Yeah,
It's alright.
I like
Yes,
it.
sir.
I ain't
I
like
said
that.
the armor, yeah.
I ain't like the other one.
The red one?
Yeah, the red one. The red
Got
edge.
banana in it. It's
Yes.
just,
Yeah,
Yeah.
when that berry bliss busting though,
Yes.
it's carbonated
Ice,
like the other
no,
one.
it's not carbonated.
I
The
don't
red
know.
one
It's
carbonated.
It's a juice.
I mean, not the red one. The yellow one tasted carbonated to me.
I didn't have
It's
no
just a
yellow
crisp
taste.
taste.
Yeah.
But anywho,
Yeah.
it's been fun, man. Like, and hopefully we'll be back showing y'all something sometime, soon.
For all the ladies out there, I'm doing the silhouette challenge. Dick swinging. No, I'm playing.
What
I'm playing, baby. Woo! Married.
So, R.I.P. to Silk.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen when he leaves this place, but fuck with you, my boy.
Yeah.
Woo!
I'm just doing it for my wife. I'm gonna make a silhouette challenge for her.
Anywho,
You feel me?
like I said, it's been fun, and hopefully we'll be back with some juicy, hilarious. Because that's one thing we didn't really get to do, like the hilariousness of this friendship right
Oh.
here.
Okay.
Like if y'all could only be around for the things that come up in the group chat, like
Don't let
I'm
us
talking
don't let us pull out the corner cut.
Bro.
Not the Snyder cut. The corner
Corner
cut.
cut.
Woo!
Corner cuts.
That's
We
what
get
I'm
deep.
I'm talking about work truck. No matter what, you could be straight pissed off at the world. Just take a look at the group chat.
What
bitch
is
ass
we
nigga.
do? Gonna let y'all know
Right.
we get deeper than a 12-inch dick and a 19-year-old virgin. You
Oh
feel
my
me?
God.
We get deeper than that
Oh
on the
my
corner
God.
cuts. You feel me? That's what we do. Don't cut that out either. Let them hear
Last
that.
episode.
Let
Let
them
it
cut
ride.
that one out. You let them hear that. Let that one ride.
Let
You
it
feel me?
ride.
We get deep round here. Deep. Get your hand off your head, Tony. We get deep. Boy. We get deep round here.
So,
Yeah, you feel me?
What a send off.
last
Yeah, I think my
so,
girl
Mine's
said.
not.
finish that shit off because you need that.
Yeah, there you go.
Love my
So-
nigga, man. Shit, what would I be without him, boy? Love my niggas.
Facts. Facts.
Word up.
So yeah, man.
Big facts.
And all, man, the love is definitely reciprocated, man. I'd be nothing without my crew. Having the cast on set and everything, for all the episodes that we've done and the guests we've had on. And also there'll be a video posted of just people that's, been rocking with us and their experience on our show. So y'all be seeing that coming up as well. So it's definitely been a humbling experience. It's been a learning experience because y'all don't get it. Our first episode was
that would have put us on the map.
Oh my God. See, if you've been following us, our very first episode was the preview. We sat there for a whole hour, maybe and a half, thinking everything was recorded, and only 6 minutes of it recorded. Like that whole episode alone would have put us on the map. And now it's lost in the wind. Y'all got that 7 minutes of it, and
but it's okay though.
Yeah, it's okay. We pushed forward. We
came
persevered.
through one with 30 episodes.
Yep, we persevered, man. So we've been doing this for what, almost 9 months now. So it's
a little baby.
Yeah,
little baby.
Little baby.
All we gotta say, man, wait to season 4. Whatever you wait to season 4, shit, we taking the fuck off, nigga. You feel me? I'm gonna be a whole lot more vocal in season 4, especially if I get the fuck up out this job. You feel what I'm saying? The job I got, but he's killing my ass, boy. I'm talking about 6 days a week, sometimes 12-hour shifts. I'm lifting up big, thick ass, heavy ass glass. I'm talking about. Whew, boy, I'm talking about one slab of glass be like 400 pounds in this bitch, boy, you feel me?
Cool story.
And it's me and another little nigga picked up this shit. You feel me? Like,
cool story, bro.
Season 4, we gonna hit it big, you feel me? Talking about girls going wild, titty showing and everything. Not really, but I said not really, man. This last episode, I get to say whatever. You feel me? We doing it big, you feel me? We doing it big. Yeah. Hopefully, like, we can goddamn, you know what I'm saying, we might get out, you know what I'm saying, get out, may send y'all to, like, an amusement park or something. You can see us goddamn having fun. I don't know about these niggas, because, they ain't no front seat roller coaster ride. I ride in the front. You a front seat
Absolutely. First off, I've been to Six Flags 2 weekends out of the last 4.
And you lame as hell, because I ain't get an invite.
Well, somebody had a season pass.
Right.
I got
Nigga had a season pass?
No, she
had a season pass. She had a season pass. Happy to join along.
Oh, that's perks.
Oh.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Oh.
Anywho,
we
might. I would be down with us. Like,
hell nah. You take your girl and her season pass and you go on by your own damn self. All 3 of us, we gonna go and hopefully we see your ass there. How about that?
Having a ball. Shit, man. Latest time. Anyway.
Shit.
Wow.
Hey, but nah, I really do want somebody to get on that free fall ride with me. Cause
I'm with it. Let's go.
Let's go.
You dead ass?
Yes.
Everybody old as fuck.
Yes.
I don't trust it.
Shit, it's still working. I'm gonna tell you right now. I done seen the first day of the in-person.
I'm jumping off like that.
Anything where the seatbelt not holding me down, I'm not with it. I'm not with it.
You strapped?
That shit going up with you. I'm good.
That makes sense.
Well, yeah, man. Let's go ahead and end it off, man.
It's been a ride.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't think we did it at the beginning of the episode, so we'll start it off. Yeah, so from my right, we got
Mac.
That's silver.
Okay, one.
Anthony.
There's been another episode of The Corner. Episode 30.
30,
Interracial Interactions.
Part 2.
Right, part 2. Y'all have a great night.
Hey, next season I'm going by Smooth, so y'all get ready.
The artist formerly known as Silk.
Every time we come around and we say the name, he gonna be like Mac. I'm gonna be like Smooth.
Oh my God.
Smooth. You feel me? I'm be
Cover your 6.
This man gonna be a whole AK
One
at
love.
the end of it, man.
One
Right. Right. A whole fraternity and shit.
Alright, man.
Wow.
Cut.
Please. Cut the check.
Cut the check.
Oh, boy. Woo, shit. I'm surprised my phone was recording that whole time.
Yeah,
shit.
Your phone got some
My
stamina.
phone was like, yo, I'm in it for the long haul.
Right, your phone got stamina.
Hey, she said I need that dick dropped off immediately.